Regenerasi gitu lah.
Oke, satu kata dong buat RRQ.
Keren.
Keren, wow, kita akan lihat ya, semoga AE bisa menang melawan RRQ. Good luck ya Dreams, thank you so much, sampai ketemu lagi, good luck. Nah itu dia tadi bersama Alter Ego dan kita akan melihat apakah hari ini Alter Ego akan berhasil mencetak poin melawan RRQ ataukah sebaliknya. Kita akan lihat di match kedua, hari kedua, MPL Indonesia Season 15 Playoff. See you.
Thank you so much, Alyssa, once again for the report now for Alter Ego. And it looks like Dreams is feeling a little bit under the weather, so hopefully he does get well soon. Hope it doesn't affect his performance today.
I hope it's a metaphor. I hope it might be like a figure of speech, you know?
Okay.
I hope it's not actually him feeling sick because that would be bad if he's not healthy.
He's just trolling Alyssa because Alyssa, as you said earlier, is pretty innocent.
Yeah.
Could be.
I mean, his nose was a little red.
Oh.
Hello guys, sup?
I don't know.
Hello, how's
hopefully,
everybody doing? How's everybody doing?
To be
Everyone
fair,
doing good?
Dreams, he's the type of guy to consume so much
Okay,
sugar.
time to share on
Yeah, I heard about
Instagram.
that.
Like, to the point that his
What?
teammates are
Okay.
concerned about his well-being.
Aku rasa after
Tell
match
us
one
that, tell us
Apparently the guy
aku solat dulu.
consumes like, you know Teh-tarik?
Yeah.
Consumes like 3 to 4 glasses of Teh-tarik per day. So that's a lot of sugar,
Whoa.
folks. I asked him if it was true, and he's like, yeah. And I'm like, are you? I don't want to assume, but are you good? He's like, yeah, no, I'm fine.
He loves them tea, man.
He loves tea.
You don't want to get diabetes like Arashi.
Whoa.
What?
Does
I don't
diabetic?
think he
Oh,
has.
it's not diabetes?
No.
No.
Oh,
I-
what is it?
It's something else,
Oh,
but
yeah.
like, let's focus on this instead.
Korang
okay?
tengok buat apa ni?
For those of you guys back at home, once again, we do want to know what you guys think. Facing the Kings, can Alter Ego send RRQ to the lower bracket? All right, it's a big question to throw at you guys, I know, but there's only two choices this time. A, difficult, RRQ is too strong, or B, Alter Ego ready to make new history. Why new history?
RRQ
We have a
too
little
strong,
bit
eh?
of
Okay.
a
Hello,
war
Assalamualaikum
going on.
Richard.
Floor.
Testing
Alter
everyone.
Ego and
What's up,
RRQ. I
V?
think we're gonna get to that.
Prediction for this match,
At
I
a
think
certain point
RRQ.
with the
Tapi
poster.
sebab ada banyak
But
game
what do
yang
you guys
Team
think
Indo
about
throw,
that
so
answer?
3-1
before
good.
that,
Aku rasa 3-1.
How many percent is?
Hello Rifki, hello. How are you man? How are you? Everyone doing good?
78%.
Everyone doing
I'm
alright?
gonna guess 78.
78%.
Specifically 78.
Yeah.
78%. Okay.
Where did the 22% go?
For Alter
Test
Ego,
mic.
like,
Hello. Dengar tak?
Trusting to this thing.
Hello. Test.
But this is what
Dengan.
we were talking about, guys. The rivalry.
Still
the
tak faham from
history,
MSC
between
sebab
both
tak complete
these
lagi.
teams, because
Tak complete.
RRQ so far has
Memang
always
tak,
just
memang tengah tak
been
cukup info pun.
the wall between Alter Ego
Tak apa, nanti
and
kita
the
orang akan
obstacle that they have to
update.
face. Because flashbacks
Nanti kita akan
to
update.
Season 4, during
Berapa
that
saya Eternal
era,
sekarang macam
and
dah
one
slowly
as
kurang
well,
aktif I mean dia
it
kurang
was
involved sangat sekarang.
RRQ
Aktif in what sense?
to shut
Dekat
down Alter Ego's
MPL ke,
teams
dekat
as
dia
they
punya
moved on to the grand finals
social
in
media ke, macam mana?
One against Evos. And a little
Kurang
bit
aktif
of
kat
a
mana?
fast forward, season 6 grand finals, I think that's like the grand finals that is seared
What?
in everyone's mind because it went down in history. That was also RRQ,
Yeah.
taking that away from Alter Ego.
It wasn't just RQ, it
Still
was
really
a
good.
spinning panda played by the man who was ex-BTR, by the way, Vin. The guy who literally
worst
shut
comes
down the
to
dream of
worst,
Alter Ego with a
I
hurricane
think-
dance. Back in the day, it was still hurricane dance.
Yep.
It wasn't heavy spin. Now they have dreams, though. Literally, the player and I would say hope.
Betul.
They have a
Betul,
lot of
betul.
hope right now. After their performance against Biggitron yesterday, yes, a lot of critics can definitely just say that BTR were
I
the
think
ones
so.
who dropped the ball, but Alter Ego,
No, boleh je
to
pakai.
stay that
We just
composed, to
buy
still
new
be
ones.
able to get those picks, staying consistent and not changing anything despite losing the first 2 games. We gotta commend them for that.
Okay,
We gotta
tak
commend them for having
Nanti I still
mental
using my charger.
capacity to be able to do that, especially considering they
funny.
have 2 rookies. A lot of
MPL
people
or the
forget about
MLBB
them,
scene
like
itself.
being rookies
I
because
think they just
do
involved
perform
dengan
really
few
well.
project,
Rin
a
and
few other
Arfi.
project.
Arfi was able to solo
Macam
kill Eman
I ada nampak dia join
a
some
lot
kind
us
of
consider Eman to be the
some
best
kind of,
solo player in Indonesia.
team,
So
something,
practicing
I'm not so sure what it
twice
is.
and another time in the second meeting in the regular season.
Buka kat PC apa ni?
It's
Macam
impressive.
dia tengok live
Let's
ni
take a
sambil
look at
buka
this
app lain.
Let's see, is it 78%?
Siapa yang mungkin jadi wakil MSC kita, Fel, Homeboy or DXS.
It's closer to yours. You said
Homeboy is
80%,
good.
right?
Dah makan ke? Makan sikit.
I'm
MPL,
quite
Merkur plus
surprised too.
Eterna, just like how MPL MY, Laphel plus
The
terus.
Alter Ego are ready to overcome RRQ today, and here's the thing. If
Apa, macam
maybe
tak
we're
involved dengan
expecting
international
the
punya project
same
ke?
RRQ from the end of the regular season,
Hmm,
then maybe, right? They were
Kalau international project macam MSC like M series and all those kind of things.
But Chef and Sharon,
I mean, did the RQ fall off in the regular season at the end?
Yes.
Oh man, I don't know if the word fall off is something that I want to use. I feel like they
Entahlah. I
they
think
know that
sekarang yang
the
tengah
brackets
take the
already
spotlight is
secured.
Brigida.
So wanna just
I think
try
Brigida
things
is taking
out,
the spotlight
wanna
for the
just
female
hype
one.
our cars, wanna just
Eterna,
maybe
her
take it a bit
latest
slow
involvement is
and,
MWI.
take
Dia
the
voice
opponents
over.
to the playoffs by surprise.
Like bila korang nampak MWI
when
punya
the
video,
time comes.
suara tu is
I
suara
think that's the
Eterna.
summary for Cascade because he's been revealing his cards a bit too
Dekat
soon
mana
in the
tu?
regular
Bukan
season,
tempat
and
yang
that's
bang
why
live streaming.
the
Dekat luar bilik.
payoff success is not there yet.
I think RRQ. MPL NY got a lot. MY Caster too. Ada tengok prediction daripada MPL PH. Ramai pro player predict Aero untuk dapat slot MSC. Adakah sebab Azer atau dorang kuat dekat scrim lawan dorang? Entahlah. Pasal scrim aku tak tahu. Tapi memang dorang kuat. Even tanpa Azer pun dorang kuat. Sebab Kim dengan Zikif tu power tu. Serius. Dorang level-level macam Stormy dengan Yum sebelum-sebelum ni. Like they have that impact, you know. Maybe not the same strength, but the same impact. Your Wi-Fi got better ke? For now nampak okay. Tapi aku ada tanya pendapat orang. Orang kata setiap kali masuk live jam ke-7, jam ke-8, baru aku punya internet start problem. So mungkin dia macam bila dah jam ke-7 ke-8, PC aku dah tak boleh tahan. So internet dia dah start cut down. So mungkin sebab tu. Sebab so far aku pastikan aku live aku taklah sampai berjam teruk-teruk gitu. Mungkin 2 jam, mungkin 3 jam. And so far okay lah. So far okay. Kita akan try. Sebab dia memang bila aku live lama sangat lah. Bila 7 jam, 8 jam baru dia problem. Kalau tak dia okay je. Sebab ni sekarang wifi aku betul-betul dekat atas table ni. Sepatutnya okay. As of right now memang tak ada problem.
Carrying Evos to make it to the grand finals, making it to an MSC.
We all need Hazel just jadi complete pasal hero. Yeah.
After
Wi-Fi okay ke? So far okay. What's up Sofia? Macam mana situation dengan tempat saya dulu? 7-8 petang baru start problem. I see. Ya, proses suara dia. Dulu macam international scene kita mesti ada macam lelaki perempuan dari MPL, dari MY ADPH. Tapi dulu MY tak ada talent English perempuan, cuma sekarang je sebab dah ada Rose. Ni pun tengoklah MSC Rose akan join ke tak. So memang sekarang ni memang I think Munton is really liking Brigida right now. And antaranya sebab masa M6 dia punya international appearance and ramai orang suka kat dia. Fans semua ni. Tak pakai internet ke? Pakai internet. Unify aku pun macam tu Vel. Jam 8 start dah slow. Nak tengok 1080p pun buffering. Because sama dengan pelakon Jumanji. Ya, kita punya MSC tu dia campuran MSC pula. Jumanji dengan lagi satu cerita. Apa yang siapa berlakon tu? Yang Spider-Man berlakon. Apa nama dia? Aku lupa dah. Tom apa?
Yesterday, I think it would be Dreams, but we gotta take a look at
Tom
the
ke nama dia?
history from RRQ too. This team has produced some of the best Franco in the world, even banned in the international stage.
Uncharted. Tom Holland. Thank you. Aku lupa dah nama dia. Dia campuran Uncharted dengan Jumanji. Itu dorang punya inspiration. And I think it looks pretty good. I've seen your video MSC format so funny. I think it's pretty good.
Oh man.
Ikan apa paling besar? Technically, I think it is.
Obviously. That's also because of the fact that his team was able to follow up better and the system works better.
I don't think it's the killer whale. I think it's the white whale.
I have to agree.
Biggest aqua marine creature.
If all else fails, I heard from Mueza, by the way. Mueza
Blue whale is the largest. Length up to 100 feet, weigh over 200 tons. 1 ton is like a car, so berat 200 kereta. There you go, the blue whale. I know it was a whale, but I was like, was it a killer whale? Was it a... Because there's all types of whales, kan?
How intimidating this Franco pick is from Edok.
International talent ni kena invite ke talent sendiri minta? Kena invite. I mean kita boleh lah cakap macam Munton kalau event ni tolonglah ajak kita orang. Kita boleh offerkan diri. Tetapi at the end dorang bos kan? Bos yang pilih sama ada kita selected atau tidak.
But yeah, it is an amateur scene. But it kind of shows that the potential of this guy is limited.
Setiap kali memang macam tu.
Why this guy's MVP.
Nanti diorang akan contact by email ke WhatsApp ke, depends pada berapa rapat diorang dengan kau. And then dia akan bagi tahu lah, hi, we would like to invite you to join this tournament, etc, etc, etc. If you are available for this date, please reply. Macam tu. Tapi sebab sekarang dah rapat, banyak WhatsApp je lah. And dekat Southeast Asia ni kita banyak pakai WhatsApp. Negara lain diorang tak banyak pakai WhatsApp. Megalodon is sharks. And I think even that one, they're still smaller than a lot of whales. Nanti MSC guna patch baru ke? Iya. I rasa minggu depan ke 2 minggu depan dah ada patch baru dah. Hello Amanas. Are you guys excited for the new patch? Actually, sampai ni aku nak check. Benda ni akan ambil masa kan? Aku nak tengok new patch. MLBB new patch. Kena start draft. Weh, dah nak start draft dah. Oi, cepat je. Aku baru nak tengok patch baru. Aku tengok river current baru, Leslie buff, Hanzo nerf lah, apalah. Come on guys, RRQ ke Alter Ego? RRQ Alter Ego guys. RRQ Alter Ego. Tank jangan macam kembali lagi je. Korang jangan risau, dekat rank korang boleh pakai assassin. Sebenarnya dekat tournament pun boleh je. Hari ni ke patch baru? Bukan. Just 10 minit lagi. 10 minit lagi ya. Okay. Kita tengok dulu. MLBB new patch. Okay, kita tengok LG lah.
New advanced server patch.
Aku pernah jumpa dia ni daripada depan.
What's happening on the advanced server right now? Quick, simple, and straight.
Tapi ini confirm ke?
Let's start with a small change.
Kejap ni confirm ke? Yang ni macam lagi betul kan? Aku rasa macam ni lagi betul.
Did Angela just lose her saving grace? Why is Selena suddenly scaling with magic power? And is Kimi about to spam her ultimate even more often?
Serius lah diorang nak buff Kimi lagi.
Hi guys, Kazuki here, and today we are diving into the patch 1.9.90.
Okay.
Focusing on hero changes, item adjustments,
Okay.
and all the system tweaks that are going
Okay.
to impact your ranked grind. Let's move on to some support adjustments. Starting with Angela. Her ultimate shield just got a pretty big trim. Instead of
Daripada
scaling
1000
from 1,600
Oh,
with
faham.
200% to 300% magic
Tapi aku
power,
rasa dia tak
it's
impact
now
sangat sebab
broken
sekarang memang tak pakai sangat pun kan.
800 to 1,300 plus 250% magic power. The developers are trying to balance her out
Yeah.
after equipment changes made healing and shields stronger across the board.
Ya ke? Diorang
Angela
buff healing
means
ke?
You will still save lives, but don't expect to turn your allies into unkillable.
Aku rasa
tanks
still okay je.
anymore. Before
Aku
we
rasa kalau
continue,
draft
a
bagus untuk
huge
Angela still
thanks to
pakai.
everyone
Ya.
still live
Yeah. Understand.
is feeling the ripple
Okay.
effect too. His passive healing reduction has been brought down
Oh,
from 50%
okay.
to 40%.
Okay.
Thanks to the same equipment overall. So while Baksha is still great for ruining Esther's day, he's now just a little less oppressive at shutting down region
Okay. Faham.
Wu Zetian is
Wu
looking
Zetian!
a little more fiery in this
Okay.
patch.
Belum apa dah kena buff
Her
Alright.
skill 1's base damage has been bumped up.
Okay, tu yang aku risau. Aku risau dia punya damage tak cukup.
Now deal 200
Sebab aku tengok kat China macam tak kuat sangat
up
damage.
From 185 to 260. And the third wave now hits for 385 to 660. Increased from 330 to
Okay.
630. That's
Okay.
an all-around buff to her poke and burst. And if you were struggling to finish your
Tapi dia
targets
boleh pakai skill dia
before,
sampai dia
we
bergerak,
are not getting away this time.
Weh.
Shifting
Macam
over
kuat
to
sangat je.
burst assistance, Selena gets a very minor buff this
Selena
time.
kena buff. Aku tak faham apa tapi okay.
Her ultimate now grants 10 to 14
Oh.
magic power, which may not
Okay.
look huge, but it smooths
Hey,
out
that's
the
strong,
damage
bro.
curve and gives her a little more relevance in mid to
Bro,
late
what the heck?
if you're playing a full mage build.
Bro, aku rasa macam Selena dah
Let's
cukup
back
kuat dah.
in with Uranus, who has been on a bit of a roller coaster lately. After his previous nerf to Radiance uptime, the developers are reverting that part. Radiance duration
Okay.
is now back to 10
Tapi aku rasa
seconds.
dekat
To
normal server
balance
kita tak
that,
adjust apa-apa pun
skill
kan.
one can
Aku rasa normal server dia tak
region
adjust
over
pun.
time. His sustain will feel more consistent, but his burst taking in lane trades, that's definitely toned down. Now here's a fun one. Joe had just got a chunk of his jungle potential back. His passive can now stake on creeps again. though
Tapi aku
it's
rasa benda ni memang tak ubah pun. Dia susah sebab orang ikut apa nama? Advanced server punya patch, tapi banyak je advanced server punya patch tak masuk dekat current patch. Slow lah korang. Cepatlah.
At backlines during long fights.
Ni kurang ke cooldown tapi 40 seconds. I think that's big. I think that's bagus untuk Kimi. Aku rasa macam dah cukup kuat dah. Apa ni?
2 HP recovery now maxes out at 270, down from 350.
Yeah, kena nerf, okay.
Not a brutal nerf, but enough to make him feel a little more mortal when he is diving backline after backline. Sliding over.
Nerf je, what the heck? Dia ni orang memang tak pakai kot. Ke dia ada buff?
Just got checked.
Whatever lah. Ini yang susah tau. Ini yang... Kejap, aku nak baca korang punya komen kejap. Dia sebab dia banyak includekan benda-benda yang ni.
Her ultimate has gotten a neat little double.
King Bond, thank you for the 4 ringgit 50 cents. Thank you, man.
From 150 to 100.
Ada tak salah dia buff dengan movement speed kan? Itu yang susah sebab diorang tak ni.
To 30 to 20 seconds. It's nothing massive, but it makes her rotation smoother and lets her join
dia apa nama?
Dry.
Roger ada kemungkinan buff ke? Roger kena buff, tak salah aku. Sorry, reduce damage of Lucas skill 1. Okay. Pada aku tak besar sangat dia punya nerf, but okay. 5% is okay. Tak bunuh dia. Okay.
Has increased from 240 to 255.
Okay.
And while that
I think that's okay.
It's a huge for her playstyle.
Harap Stormy dah boleh start practice Zetian. Bila dia keluar lah. Aku rasa Stormy cepat je belajar. Aku rasa Hero ni tak susah. Yang Zetian tu aku rasa tak cepat belajar. Tak susah belajar.
The developers are temporarily reverting the recent skill week's last patch.
I hate this. Never mind. I don't like bila dorang pergi tunjuk apa nama dia? Benda-benda lama daripada advanced server yang kita tak tahu.
Have not done that. They've done
like the information is not legit, you know.
Kingdom.
Look at that banner.
Kings of Kings.
Is that
Kimi boleh melifik gun dah fix.
So far, yeah. It's a banner. I really hope they show up a Tifo, you know, to try to rival out what Evos did.
Fel apa masuk reduce backswing tu? Dia maksudnya macam animation dia. Dia senang cerita animation tu lebih laju. Sebagai contoh, kau tengok Brody, dia kalah sebelum ni. Kalau reduce backswing dia macam ni. Macam tu. Dia lajukan animation dia. Jadi in a way dia macam lajukan animation speed lah. Kalau LG nya video boleh try sikit sebab dia ada dia ada Munton kan? Tak juga. I mean, Munton akan bagi dia apa? Gifts and everything, tapi entah right? Channeling dia lah. Tak kisahlah dalam apa-apa aspek, tapi maksudnya pergerakan lah animation dia. Animation dia jadi lagi laju.
So here it is, drafting phase, game number 1 in this best of 5 upper brackets. Presented to you by the official tournament smartphone Samsung Galaxy A36 5G.
Atau Hororo Chan Evans punya. Okay, nanti kita akan tengok. Lepas match ni, aku solat jap. Sekarang dah 7-2-7. Ya, Ishap kau apa?
I don't think so, especially Sujin hasn't seen playing time
Ishak
at all in
8-3-6.
season for this hero.
Okay lah, sejam lagi sempat.
A few Fanny, I believe, in a few seasons
Arlet Malefic Gun.
with RIQ too, but it's not really the greatest of Fanny out there.
Thank you again, King Bong, for the 4 ringgit 50 cents. Ada ke orang bagi duit tadi? I tak perasan. Okay, tak apa. Tak ada.
Some options. Yes, no back shot for RIQ at all, but they're still banning it. This is interesting.
Fast end ni 10 minit end. Alright. Kita tengok diorang punya draft. Nak joy ke ni RQ? Diorang ban Fredrin, ban Kimi, ban Lu Yi, Baxia ban. Ya, aku pun rasa joy. Kalia kot, Kalia first pick. Kalia jadi boleh pastikan AE tak ambil Haya lah apalah. Diorang still ambil Joy, okay. So AE sekarang ni sepatutnya ambil Kalia. Kalia Harit ke? Sebab Harit kuat lawan dengan Joy. Mereka diam lah, apa kau cakap aku cakap. Haya nanti boleh ambil Kalia Harit ni. kali adat ni.
Yeah. And by the way, the Jushin ban. Oh, it's
Eh?
gonna be a Badang and Hayabusa.
Tapi sekarang RQ boleh ambil Kalia bro.
Kalea pick.
Kalia boleh lawan dengan Haya.
The Kalea and Joy.
Badang boleh lawan dengan Joy. Okay, fair. Tapi aku suka ambil Kalia ni. Kalau tak Kalia Harit boleh ambil Kalia Granger.
We saw what Beloski was able to do to
Ataupun
Kyrie.
ambil Kalia.
This should be an easy
Apa
one
beat
for
yang tengah
Ido
kuat,
unless he wants to use his like flexibility in the second phase.
Ataupun Kalia Fovius ke? Kalia Fovius pun okay.
Sever and alter ego even further. I mean, if you pick a Kalea right away, that's already a flexibility for the second phase. But looks like it's gonna be a Gatot.
Gatot
A hero
Granger.
that I believe we haven't even seen in the playoffs currently.
I thought?
I think we've seen him once
I
yesterday.
think we did. We did alongside the Badang.
Yeah.
Kalau diorang tak ambil retail kat sini, retail akan kena ban.
With the Granger, yeah, I expect the Granger.
Kalau pick Kalia
here,
plus
just
Badang
to
still
play
boleh
Granger,
consider as
look
flex
like
tak?
Gatot
Yes,
Granger.
flex.
Gatot
Yes,
Granger
flex.
against
Sebab
the Hayabusa,
Badang dengan
obviously,
Kalia boleh
expect
swap
Ultra
either
Ego
or.
to go Harith
Tapi still
anyway.
better Kalia Roma. Aku rasa kat sini diorang ambil retail pun okay.
Aerith, though, or-
Sebab kalau tak ambil retail, confirm kena ban.
Yeah, Alter Ego. It'll be
Better glue.
no, it's a choice for them, right? Kalea or
Badang
Harith.
Nino semalam perform.
I personally go Harith here.
Weh, kenapa Susujin tak ambil Fanny?
Yeah.
Lupa kot.
First 2 levels, I think it's still gonna favor to. Oh,
Farsa.
Wow. I mean,
Ya,
Farsa has
Farsa.
been seeing a rise.
Farsa tak okay lawan dengan Joy dengan Gatot.
Just because of the fact that he is
Farsa,
the only
eh?
base that can deal that long range burst.
MO yang tamat di Senshin je
That's
menang.
trouble for Toy. But they do have an answer to Gatot Kacha and the dive from Sutsujin with a Joy, and he's a really good Joy player too.
Okay.
So it's not gonna be
Aku
that
rasa
easy
diorang
for him
trust
to be
Badang ni
able
kot
to
untuk selamatkan
set
Farsa.
up a good feather airstrike.
So EE sekarang ni ban hero-hero mid.
Is Harith just not prio for Alter Ego? He banned out Valentina.
Valin.
Let me check the win rate actually.
And then RQ diorang boleh ban.
67%. So
Not
he can
bad.
play.
Diorang boleh
We
ban
did see him
Iritel
lose on the
1-1.
Harith yesterday
Iritel.
against PTR. That was the game that they were able to. Oh, a legend in the building. R7.
Okay,
There you
Hari
go.
dulu.
That's the Harith. It's just weird that we don't get to see the Harith in the first.
This is
phase.
Zephyr being
I guess
Zephyr.
Alter Ego know that for the most part when they win, they.
I mean,
win
we'll see,
through
we'll see.
with Trio. When Rin,
Bilik baru ke? Tak, ini dekat luar terus. Dekat luar. Ni dekat aku punya living room ni. Ni tempat aku makan. Fair, tak ada kena jemput MPL ID ke time playoff ni? Video conference analysis ke? Sabtu ni dah playoff, so memang tak lah.
If it is, I wonder what it's gonna be.
Kalia still open. Aku rasa untuk dua-dua tim Kalia dah tak berapa sesuai dah. Melainkan RQ Flex Gatot pergi dekat
I think
EXP.
just ban out the Kalea, right? Like
Yeah.
Kalea is up for grabs still. Obviously, Alter Ego can still take.
Franco.
They go for the Franco.
Okay, so
and
dorang pun rasa
I
macam
think
Gatot ni
Alter
pergi
Ego
EXP lah.
still
Okay.
have their eyes set on a
Aku rasa
possible
still kena
Kalea
ban
pick
Iritel kat
itself.
sini.
I mean, for
Dua
both
tim dari MPL ID ni wakil MSC pendapat Laphel. Aku rasa RQ on it, tapi kita tengok lah kalau RQ kena bantai dengan Alter Ego lah.
It's mostly on roll, but it's possible for Mr. Dire.
Semalam cantik je draft. Hari ni game 1 ni dia dah jadi macam draft comfort. Zephyr macam tak reti sangat main draft. Dia straightforward je draft dia. Darin Fovius. Fail, kenapa live tadi stop? Sebab 3 jam break. Aku tak nak berbual kosong 3 jam. Lagi satu aku tak nak aku punya ni panas. Okay, retail dah pick.
Alter Ego, what do they want to open up with? Surely it's gonna be a
Actually, glue okay dekat sini. Sebab kalau RQ ambil Faramis pun problem. Dia punya damage tak banyak. Aku rasa kalau EE ambil glue pun bagus kat sini. Tak pun ambil Hilda. Ambil Hilda. Or Fovius. Basically aku nak Badang ni pergi dekat Rob lah kalau boleh.
Maybe the Moskov as well on the side if they really want to just play for side.
Sebab aku rasa macam kau ambil goal nanti pun boleh.
The Harith banned out. This is kind of what we expected after not seeing the MM in the first phase.
Ooh. I want to say a pick, but I don't want you to say that I'm.
There's a
Oh, diorang ambil Kalia So Badang ni pergi EXP, okay.
So they're gonna hide it till the last moment. RQ though, mid lane and a frontliner. Oh, I mean, believe it or not, Kadira could actually work, but
Nak
I
Kadita.
don't know if
Nak
they want to pull it
Kadita.
off in the playoffs. Rinse
Nak Kadita.
played a decent Kadira, even though it's not gonna hold up. until
Aku
the
rasa
late
macam
game.
ada
That's
satu
the
mid
big
ni aku tengah
problem
lupa
this
ni.
year,
Mid apa yang aku tengah lupa ni?
What other options?
Zaz. Zaz is okay.
Lina, Yves.
Zaz glue okay. Zaz glue kuat ni.
The Hilda would be solid choice.
Zaz glue kuat.
Because the Hayabusa and the Farsa as well.
Glue counter Haya betul.
I think you want to go for glue here, right?
No, glue is okay lah gila.
It's not not that like guy that you want.
Glue okay gila.
So mobile. So yeah, I think it'll be Hilda or
Faramis Phoveus.
I guess they already have enough damage.
Diorang ingatkan yang EE memang nak ambil glue ke?
There's not really a lot of risk. This Phoveus also technically cancels out. Oh, the Faramis is a good counter to the 1-1 they're expecting here too.
Oh ya, betul.
Technically just forces Alter Ego to go Moskov and play for mid to late. Where
Moskov tak boleh B3 okey ni. Ataupun ambil Bruno. A bit lain, tapi Bruno pun okey. 1-1 mungkin boleh kena counter dengan Faramis. Okay, first thing what AU going to do is they have any chance.
Is it gonna be a 1-1?
No. I don't think so anymore.
Bruno?
Moskov, I think, will be the safe
It should
choice.
be Moskov the safest choice, but do they
Bruno
want
is
to go a
another-
dive like a Claude?
Beatrix with the Kalea?
Nathan.
Oh, hello!
Nathan lawan Joy
Okay, we're gonna throw it over to the casters
Beraninya.
to see what they think about the drafts here. Nathan debut pick.
Kenapa selain Indo susah nak buang Belanda barrier? Tak tahu.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen.
Coach
to
Alter Ego power
the
support
second
dekat
match
Dota
of
tu.
today. RRQ
Kejap
Hoshi
Dorang
against
ambil
Alter Ego in a
Nathan
fully
lawan dengan Joy. Berani juga tu.
packed International Velodrome, the Kingdom.
Lama tak nampak Bane ada ke game or any region play it. Women punya tournament ada itu.
Accompanying you is
Navi pakai.
Realize and Donnie.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen.
Ada. Diorang pakai Bane Gold. Ada orang pakai Bane. I don't feel good for AE draft. Same.
A company on it in the final upper bracket.
Yeah, the Far East casting fell. Honestly, looks like a guy that would be named as Faiz.
Trying to get out, trying to crawl.
Kenapa Melissa dah kurang? Dia lebih pada orang hero lain lebih kuat tu je. Sebab Melissa dia tak ada apa-apa yang dia nak counter sekarang ni. Kan dia boleh macam nak hero attack speed baik ambil Moskov, nak burst baik ambil Harit.
The spell choice, the contrast
Okay.
of the spell choice there. 4 flickers for Alter Ego. Oh, that's early engage.
Wow, cukup damage early game ni. Gila.
Early rotation. Dreams and Rain actually able to find the punish. Hijume.
I think that's fine. I think that's fine. I think that's okay. Sebab memang dah nampak tak boleh buat apa dah tu. Pada dua Fafa punya Benggol. Lawa lah diorang punya grafik. Quite nice. Si Faiz realise ni aku follow dari scene Valo lagi. Oh ya ke? I see. Nama tu dia memang Faiz Aku jumpa dia masa dia try out hari tu. Tapi aku nama orang memang aku tak hafal lah. Oh, pakai Tenacity Paramis. Nathan attack speed, okay. Okay, interesting. Badan damage ni AE dah try waktu regular untuk target Joy. Okay, tapi memang RV tu dia kena hati-hati lah. Sebab kita kena expect yang Suzuki ni pandai pakai Joy.
We can see immediately the impact after that Holy Crystal. So, yeah, I expect Alter Ego to play perhaps...
Dia ni pakai item attack speed
to make our
Dari dapat hero power dia ni.
towards the other side of the map. But let's wait.
Phoveus in any situation memang sangat kuat tu. Sangat kuat.
Item not really to out of
Okay.
the ordinary for now.
Kenapa tak Fanny? Aku rasa lebih pada diorang rasa tak sesuai kot Fanny ni. Which aku pun setuju. Fanny sebenarnya game tu susah tau. Bila kau pakai Fanny sebenarnya game tu susah kalau semuanya tak menjadi. Dia risiko tinggi lah. Okay, Rins nak level 4 dah ni. Oh, nice doh. Nice dapat tangkap. Power dia Rins. Best kan sebenarnya kalau Faramis ni meta balik. Aku suka pakai Faramis. Hero tu yang aku rasa aku boleh jadi mid dengan aku boleh jadi Roma.
Red has to run away. He can't fight this. Not even the ninja can do anything with his shurikens. And Dyron will just put Nino at bay. That's RRQ.
Mantap lah Fab, berlakon Jumanji watak drop bukan. Aku bukan watak drop. Aku lebih pada Kevin Hart kau tahu. Nata timing kena lawa tu sebab banyak hero boleh block dia. Block satu, Suzuki boleh bunuh dia direct. And kalau Dyron dapat flicker ke dia, mati terus tu. Oh, hidup lagi Rins.
made him, allowed him to escape from that feather airstrike.
Tu yang best. Bila Shadow Stampede kau punya armor magic resist jadi lebih tinggi. So kau jadi lagi keras. Mereka yang jadi The Rock. Kind of. Sebab dia campur Jumanji dengan ni kan. Jumanji dengan Uncharted. Semua cakap RRQ. I mean, you can't blame them. Tapi aku rasa akan jadi 3-1. Feramis boleh jadi EXP tak bila lawan glue. I mean, can try. Aku tak pernah try, so aku tak boleh nak cakap boleh tak boleh.
For going against RRQ. Obviously, he's anti-RRQ. No, I'm kidding. Alright, so now, we're gonna talk about the Feramis pick as well. Because this is a very good pick against the Hayabusa. I thought it was not good, but then Mirko confirmed that, you know, well, you have the Nether Realm. But again, the Hayabusa can just bait that out, right?
Yeah, betul.
Possibility, but
that's an important pull by Rins. That's going to be RFE as well with the taunt. No Natan, Nether Realm pop.
AOG.
Let's see. AOG cancelled. Dreams 1 HP.
Oh, he's keeping.
Ya, aduh.
Can't get the beats right off. Oh, AOG.
Nice Idok. Draft first game biasa lah ni. Aku lagi suka draft RQ. Draft AE. Aku kurang sikit Nathan tu. Oh, nice Rin. Nice Rin.
I mean, you have the AOG, and then you have Sujin just running at you. Plus
Nice though, Darren.
Realm. So I think they have that defensive option, right? Now Nino against Tyrant, they're going ham.
They are.
Tak ada damage lah siap. Boom. Lawan je. Pakai Phobius, mati pun matilah. Lawan je. Macam tu, lawan je. Oi, dah nak mati dah tu. Dah terpaksa pakai flicker. Timing flicker 6 minit nanti. Dekat 7 minit baru ada. Hero apa yang boleh menang kat lane lawan glue? CC okay. Ya. Kau fikir hero yang ada dash. Hero yang ada dash dia okay sikit. Mana tu Ingat kau main kat rumah ni. Oh. Tak apalah, worth it good. Jatuhkan Suzuki worth it good. It's Phobius lah. Kau nak 1v1 memang gila. Tu lah tu. Tapi bila aku main Phobius, aku macam mati pun matilah. Aku nak lompat-lompat kat sini. Phobius ni kalau jadi memang batu, boy. Serius tu. Face tu kat mana? Dekat tempat yang sama. Stadium Juara. Stick kat Stadium Juara.
He's gonna be fine, I think, but the turret falls, so at least he's okay. That's a trade he wanted to take. But Alter Ego.
Lain lah background ni kat dekat luar. Sebelum ni kat bilik. Oh, Suzujin beraninya kau. Berani kau, Suzujin. Terus cari Afi. Ya, tak ada flicker. Yang penting ada gaya. Why flicker pasal macam lag tak gerak what? Ya ke? Aku tak perasan.
Under pressure, Dreams has to relocate. So let's talk about the problem that Nantan has right now. Obviously, that early gank from RRQ with Joy running at you, it's gonna be very hard for him to just play defensively. I mean, you have the entropy, but again, wait, Dreams.
A little bit too aggressive there. Resource being spent to move back. That's not a good sign in top lane. 2v1, potentially Quad Shadow used already. That will be it.
Ni betul-betul war terus. Dia kalau ID memang war terus doh.
The actions keep on coming, keep on happening. But what I'm trying to say is the fact that there is no proper.
Indo kalau ada peluang nak tangkap, kalau ada peluang nak kill, dorang go je. Nata macam tak ngam je. Dia tak ngam kalau Suzuki perform. Kalau Suzuki tak main elok, baru betul ni. Sakitnya, ya ampun. Hijume. Dia solo dekat toy tak pergi kat Indok. Aduh. RRQ. What are you doing, RRQ? RRQ, kenapa ni RRQ?
That bites the dust. Edok in the middle. Can he survive?
Fight lama pun Toy tak cukup damage doh. Fight lama pun Toy tak cukup damage doh. Yo, Toy. RRQ ngetroll. Yang penting actually match up 1v1 kat lane atau 5v5 time war untuk pilih hero. Dia macam ni tau. Kalau kau lawan dengan tim yang kuat, kau tak nak kalah 1v1 dekat lane sebab diorang akan snowball kau.
to Alter Ego's turret.
So pada aku 1v1 dekat lane penting. Tetapi if you know to, kalau kau tahu nak main lane kau dah tahu kau kalah, and then kau tak paksa, then it should be okay lah. So it depends on the team. Sebab ada team diorang perlukan momentum. So team yang perlukan momentum ni, ambil je hero yang menang 1v1. Kalau team yang pandai bersabar, relax, tak cepat koyak kan, buat untuk 5v5, okay. Aku nampak clock tadi. Ni dah terdapat item mampus tu. Hari ni tak lepas tu semalam. RRQ lepas Gila tu RRQ. Ini dah 106 kot. Gila. Kalau lah ada Sky Piercer untuk assist. Ada yang item untuk assist. Bukan item lah, put yourself together lah lebih untuk assist.
He has the range. He has the potential to just poke around.
Gila, Arfi tak fikir apa-apa, clear minion, clear turret. Single-minded player. Dapat tangkap siapa tu? Tangkap Dyren, tangkap Fovius. Tapi semalam Rini first 2 game, 1-11-0. RRQ. Oh, Susujin masuk je terus. Masuk macam tu je Masuk macam tu je Susujin. Aduh, RRQ tak cukup damage. Cok. RRQ tak cukup damage. Rins pakai Feramis belum cukup damage. Dia kalau kita pakai Feramis, Joy dengan si siapa nama dia? Granger kena perform tau. Kalau diorang tak perform, kau pakai Feramis, kau macam nak patah kau phone kau setengah. Dia boleh ada damage, tapi kena tunggu 3 item. 3 item, lepas tu team sebelah berkumpul. Oh, tu Feramis memang ada damage. Tapi sebelum tu damage memang gak ada, cok. Arfi! Okay, bunuh depan. Gila, RRQ! Oh, Hijumi. Gila, toy. Oh, aku suka tengok Granger main macam tu. Bila dia percaya sangat dia boleh ke depan dapatkan kill. Oh, aku suka gameplay Granger macam tu. Hijumi dari semalam perform oh. Hijumi mau play off. Baik tu toy. PH main agresif, ID main objektif, MY main apa? Terbalik. ID main agresif, PH main objektif. MY dia macam tengah-tengah sikit. Mino is close, Dreams as well nearby. A tree battle. Where is Rin? Oh, baik tu. Tarik. Oh, nice. Very nice Rins. Gitu RRQ. Rin wasn't close by. And he had no fair prediction Skylar pergi mana next season. Kalau aku kena RRQ, diorang nak simpan je. Kalau dia nak pergi pun, so it was pretty hard for him to traverse around that side of the line of dawn, but as of now it's RRQ stabilizing. Kalau dia boleh pergi mana-mana, aku rasa bagus dia masuk Vamos sebenarnya. So Vamos perlukan gold liner bagus je. Kalau Skylar boleh masuk Vamos, bagus. Aduh. Mental RRQ mantap betul. Skylar tu Todak, here we go. Pun okey. Todak pun okey. Tapi sebab Todak kita langsung tak tahu line up dorang. I freaking hate Badang EXP. Badang anywhere also I don't like. But in a good way. Badang ni memang kuat. Skylar bukan ada confirm ke masuk DX ganti Kusei? Ya ke? Oi, terus ambil semua budak-budak RRQ Tapi would RRQ sacrifice chemistry dorang now and take Skylar back? I don't think so. Unless Toy ada masalah personal, macam dia hina agama orang lain ke apa ke, aku rasa dia akan simpan je Toy. Maksudnya next memang problem lah Dia bukan kepada problem, tapi lebih kepada macam tak cukup. Salah Arrow bukan DX. Okay. Arrow makes more sense. RQ sekarang full potential player and good coaching staff. Ada rumors dia pergi Oni ID. Oni Tapi aku rasa bagus untuk orang keep on training Savero. Savero got potential what? Practice je. Oh, hampir bunuh dulu.
Almost.
Nets tak perform sebagai import. Ramai player local yang main better.
That
Ya.
really hurts. This Ranger is starting to bite.
Dia macam, dia boleh main. Dia okay je. And tapi memang kau nak player yang jenis, kalau 4 orang tak perform, dia seorang boleh carry. And untuk tu Nets not ready yet lah. Nets not ready yet. Maybe betul lah Nets kena balik PH untuk practice, untuk naikkan dia punya solo potential. Kira macam Nets as a team player okay, tapi kita perlukan Nets sebagai solo player. Tapi kan kalau sekali lagi PH confirm gila tu, aku rasa diorang tak ambil. Aku rasa PH tak nak import sesiapa. Aku rasa lah. Tapi next waktu SPS dengan Homeboys dia perform bila masa Vamos balik macam down balik. Entahlah.
I really like that Rin is always looking for a flank situation. And he needs to repeat that. Far lane seems like will be the
Kalau Gatot dapat tangkap sesiapa, orang boleh follow up ke?
Just to have an edge. Hidok though in a cheeky position.
Okay, tak apa, dia boleh lari.
Cik,
Cik, aku tak naik ke? Kenapa, Had? Aku tak nampak semua sebab aku tengah tengok game sekali. Kalau aku tengok semua chat, aku berkitar balik. Yang chat tu nampak, tapi yang lain aku tak nampak.
The Joy will come through. Obviously rotation created. And now a dance for the Lord. Who wins this?
Yep, no Joy. Rin finds the retribution. Let's see the fight. Green's very low. RP.
Dah habis.
Looking for an opening.
Jangan paksa, Dok.
Oh, no shadow.
Jangan paksa, Dok.
Seems like
Anarki. Oh, Rin dah nak mati. Oh, Rin dapat. Baik dah, Toy. Baik dah, Toy. Boleh ke, Toy? Tak payah paksa, Toy. Tak payah paksa.
They're gone. The assassin.
Selamat Toy dapat kill, tapi aku rasa macam paksa sangat lah.
For both teams. And I think that's a trade favoring Ultra Ego because they're able to get the Lord. It'll march up top.
Siapa yang beli uni tak tahu?
For RQ they have to slow down.
Siapa player MY yang kau rasa main dekat PH? Stormy. Aku rasa tak kot. Aku rasa takkan ada sesiapa lah.
Shadow kill will come through.
Aku rasa tak ada sesiapa yang akan ni.
I think it's a double-edged sword, this Hayabusa.
Apa komen TLD tak lepas? Aku rasa the team just couldn't perform. Like a one trick pony. Diorang harapkan Fabian je. Once hero Fabian semua kena ban, tak tahu nak buat apa. Diorang tak ada plan B dengan roster tu. So roster mungkin kena betulkan balik kot.
This Lord will march up top. Alter Ego prepare for a siege. Another airstrike.
Trying to give space for the Lord to charge. Top tier turret here. It's going to be the main priority. RRQ for now will defend that one. Wave though is coming.
Tarik, tak apa. Good try.
Teleports back to his original position. And yeah,
Badang ni kacau tu, sumpah tu badang ni kacau. Kalau Milo dah marah dah. Cakap asal kita tak ban.
So RRQ, they'll take this as a win. That was a Lord marching up top. Second Lord, no less. They're still able to defend. If you talk about the base defense from RRQ, it isn't as good as Ultra Ego, but they make it done. They make it work. So for now, that's a win in their books.
Yeah. Keep in mind though, Lord will spawn in the bottom side of the map, and top lane turret not very healthy, right? So if Alter Ego finds a cheeky turret destroy top, it will heavily
jadi different ke if Faramis buat spell lain? A bit different. Dia boleh paksa fight. Tolong iklan kat YouTube banyak sangat. Tak mungkin iklan kat YouTube banyak sangat. Tak mungkin. Aku dah setting dah. Tak mungkin iklan banyak sangat. Sebab YouTube bagi choice untuk iklan agresif, passive lah apa semua. Aku letak yang tengah-tengah. Jadi tak mungkin iklan banyak sangat.
That's always been his righteous way of just trying to contribute to the team fights.
Oh, Arfi, mistake Arfi. Okay, boleh teruskan. Nino pun mati. Suzujin dapat seorang. Tak apa, good enough. Kalau dapatkan turret kat atas tu pun cukup bagus dah ni. Klasik Arfi, astaga. Saja tak nak ambil sub jungler nanti kot. Sekarang ni still okay lagi. Skies tu pun muda lagi, bukan umur 29. Skies baru lepas SPM, muda lagi. Gila. Nice throw macam semalam. Arfi dah macam rough lah sikit lah. Arfi. Tapi kita pun dah cakap Nathan macam bahaya sikit dalam draft macam ni. Tapi bukan sebab draft RRQ yang buat Arfi ni susah, dia memang offside. Arfi ni regular season dia power, bantai-bantai outplay. Dah masuk playoff, aduhai.
Let's see what they
Gol beda
feel
sikit je. Iya, sikit aja.
having the Lord push in the bottom side of the map.
We talk about Hayabusa being a mobile hero, but
Kenapa tak ada yang main Gatot sebagai initiator? Tak sesuai sangat lah. Sebab dia punya ulti, pro player boleh je elak. Tak payah pro player lah, orang kat rank pun boleh elak.
occupied by a possible ganking enemy.
Oi, okay.
Risky.
Yeah.
So means dia yang buat diri dia susah. Betul, dia buat diri dia susah.
Scared for
Dia boleh je hidup senang, tapi dia nak hidup susah.
Shadow kill in the mid lane. Now clear the waves and just
Nak tengok si
situate our-
OAE maki RV jap.
But
Tengok.
now, Tsunami slam to Dairen.
Oh, tak ada winter.
RRQ.
Kalau ada winter selamat tu. Aduh, Dairen kau pula offside. Asal kau main macam RV tu, Dairen.
The bottom side of the map by none other than
Masak popcorn sambil layan Laphel. Okay, makan popcorn.
much of
Sekarang ni, ini baru game 1 tau. Kalau game 5, korang dah start throw off position. Aku boleh faham lagi. Ni game 1. Game 1 patutnya fresh lagi.
Save.
Game 1 patutnya fresh lagi.
Live another day, but look at the siege.
Oi, Dreams. Aduh.
oh no, that's a mistake.
Aduh, alamak.
Miss Mechanican might be punished. Hidok now. Let's see.
Okay, baik Donino.
Now with the position.
Arfi!
Risky
RP!
one. That's gonna be-
Astaghfirullahalazim, RP!
The Sky Piercer is online and RP goes down for 45.
Hey.
Ren finds a shadow kill. No shadow this time.
Oh, baik,
Not
Donino.
immortality.
Tapi still.
Just to be safe and RRQ.
Guys, tolong jerit
will
RP
not
kat
do
chat.
business just yet.
RP, aduh, RP 656 RP.
At the moment, but RV
Macam ni nak game MSC RP.
Was that a tick of a glowing one or something? I don't really understand. But the Sky Piercer.
Ya Allah,
went
RP.
through. It was able to take down RV 6 to 5 for RV.
Ya, dia
Look at
just...
the items of Hina's, even for the Granger to be more safe.
RP, kamu ngapain dong? Kenapa gitu, RP?
Tsunami slam.
Dairen. Oh, okay, selamat Rins. Rins selamatkan. Okay, cukup. Lot 40 saat lagi nak naik. Astaga, RP. RP tu OB next season. Astaghfirullahalazim.
The last couple of minutes.
They take that trade, obviously.
Tak apalah,
because
kita cakap baiklah sebab dia pakai Nathan.
I think it's gonna be a trade of ultimates. If Hijume opens up the feather airstrike,
Nathan tu hero okay, tapi ada banyak hero yang boleh sampai ke dia. Like the reach is there, you know, not the range but the reach is there. With this kind of performance, aku rasa Onyx champ. Itulah Onyx gila doh play off mode dorang.
without another
Like this.
without that,
It's so good on it.
that life-saving.
Oh, ni sekarang kuat tu.
And now, it feels like Alter Ego are on their
Cepat
wits'
habis.
end. They will try to wait for
Nak maghrib ni.
possibly
Cepat habis.
a single play by RRQ. It's an evolved roar again.
Okay.
Dairen.
Alright, kita terus. Kita terus. Tengok belakang. Okay, nice. Aduh. Bad. RRQ semua mati. Hati-hati RRQ. GG cok.
Not there yet, and there
GG
you go.
cok. Arfi. Okay, Arfi. Oish, astaghfirullahaladzim. Arfi baitkan diri sendiri. Bagus tu korang. Aku dah cakap aku nak maghrib. Diorang habiskan cepat. Bagus tu korang.
Behind those
CRQ is aura, GG. I just watched MSC format and in my head how long it take to film it and why it's so aggressive. Like, chill bro. We started at 6 AM and ended at 8 PM.
Alter Ego.
Maghrib, okay. Aku tutup aku punya kamera. Korang layan dulu Arfi bait tu. Dia tahu macam aku mati banyak kali offside. Jadi bila aku offside dia akan stay sebab dia nak kill aku. Baik tu. Okay, kejap. Korang buat urusan masing-masing.
I don't want to say a lot, but a lot of questionable positioning got punished, but they have recovered.
It felt like the Farsa was carrying the transition. Like early game, Nathan's not gonna really bite, but the Farsa is there to make room, make space for the Nathan to transition to the late game. And Hijume, what a game he was playing. He was making plays, he was walking up to Sutsujin as a joy, right? And he wasn't scared of dying because he was the one who brought death. And Arfi, all he had to do was just survive the early game like we discussed, and come late game, he was able to dish out the damage. Sure, a few missed positionings, questionable ones at that. He looked clueless at times, but he's still there to do his job, just constantly wreaking havoc. And that last fight was just a done deal. Toy had to watch his own kingdom, his castle crumble right in front of his eyes. So it's Alter Ego striking first, defying the odds. Will they be able to etch yet another win against RRQ. But we want to hear what our panel has to say. So Eterna, Mirko, Sheffin, walk us through.
Thank you, Realize. Thank you, Donnie, for that game number 1. Alter Ego leads this best of 5 series. Who would have thought?
Wow. Not Sheffin, he predicted 3-0.
Exactly.
And I was kind of doubting your statement where, oh, Hijume and Dreams, they're clutch players. I mean, like, are we being serious right now? Apparently no. Hijume was like absolutely dominant in that game.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, he got the Farsa, he got the range advantage over pretty much everyone else in RIQ. And Edok, oh man, should we revisit that third pick of Gatot?
Oh, we should. I think that we were already kind of phased by that pick, right? All of us were kind of confused seeing that. We were expecting a Kalea with the Granger, that was for sure. But I want to just bring the attention back to Alter Ego first. You know, in the first 3 picks, we were talking about how maybe they have to go for the Harith up against the Joy. But now it shows. For Alter Ego, their main strength is their trio mid. The gold lane can be whatever it is. As long as it's a safe pick for RP, we've seen this in the regular season. The carry, when they got the Savage against RQ, a safe pick for RP, something consistent. The Natan is another good option, another weak side gold laner that just needs to farm, just needs to survive in lane up until an item power spike. Then he becomes a factor. I have to say, I think Alter Ego are taking this route because RP is known to make mistakes. I think they know this. RP yesterday on the Irithel made a lot of mistakes walking up, almost throwing generational throw up against BTR. We saw that again from RP, but luckily, again, that's why they had so much emphasis on the Haya and the Farsa, the trio mid of Alter Ego, because you give this man a Farsa and then you force Rins on a Faramis, that's what you get. I've been preaching. Guys, this is a damage dealing meta. When we are in a matchup of Farsa versus Faramis, that Faramis is kind of cooked.
And that's why he is given the player of the game, presented to you by the official tournament smartphone, Samsung Galaxy A36 5G. And even in the drafts, we were kind of questioning that third pick Farsa in the first phase, but it looks like taking that away from RRQ was huge, but the way that they were able to utilize it amongst themselves was also a big ground breaker here in game number 1 to lead the series against RRQ.
Maybe not so much questioning, but it's more like we expected a different draft. But Farsa has been picked quite a lot in the first phase, or even the first pick in the second phase for a lot of teams in the playoffs so far. It shows you the value that this hero brings to the table, because it's essentially a long-range burst damage, something that other mages cannot afford to do if you can go front to back. And you can't really, you know, get to the backliner of the opposing team, but when you're a Hijume on a Farsa, you can do something like this. And with the itemization also, the Genius won a rush in the second item to kind of complement the fact that Mr. RP needs some items to be able to deal more damage in the late game. It boosts his damage in the early too.
Yeah, I saw Realize and Gani kind of get confused there earlier. How did the Sky Piercer proc actually, how did the Sky Piercer stack actually get him, right? It was because, I'd say, the basic attack. Basic attack got him. We were able to find it in the end. It was just a fight back to back to back. And really, you really see the drop of the Faramis, right? Like, I was in the crowd with Chef and just like sarcastically saying, wow, Faramis, so good, wow. It's because of this. Once you get to a certain point of the game, especially up against damage-dealing mid laners, the poke that you have, especially with the Hayabusa as well, there's so many ways to pop the Netherrealm. Farsa, Feather Airstrike, and the Genius One, there you go. With the Divine Glade, that is a lot of penetration. You can bait the Netherrealm with the Feather Airstrike. Just 2 shots and Rins was low enough for him to be threatened. Oh, should I go Netherrealm? Hayabusa, the Quad Shadow, something that Realize also brought up in the desk. He thought it was a counter, Faramis into Haya, but the Haya can, if played properly, be the one to take away the Netherrealm, and then RV can clean up. And RV became another option as well. He deals so much damage to the front that a lot of times we saw the clutch, yes, Netherrealm come in to save Dyron. But at that point, wouldn't you much rather have a damage dealer to retaliate when you get hit? Because your Netherrealm, when you use it passively, when you use it reactively, becomes a wasted resource.
And it kind of shoots you too when you get the HP bars depleted.
Yeah.
Then you're stunned. And
Exactly.
RP in the late game, 2 hits, that's more than enough to get the Netherrealm out of the fights.
I think once upon a time, though, the Netherrealm was a successful tool to negate the kill pressure that an assassin can offer, which is maybe the direction they were going for in the early game, but looking at it, face value in that particular game, that NetherRealm was just, it was barely an extra HP layer. It was like, what, 10%, 15% extra layer because of how fast it was shredded at the later portions of the game, especially.
Exactly. It's more of a snowball tool, I would say, you know, something that you can use to snowball. It benefits the aggressors. If you are a passive team playing the Faramis, you get hit by that debuff. Like, the NetherRealm is a debuff, not actually something that can actually help you. Yes, you will survive, but in a team fight with so much lockdown, with so much range, it hurts you. You get silenced when you lose the HP bar, you are stunned there for a bit, giving Alter Ego's very aggressive lineup even more value. When they constantly heal back up too, that's something we need to talk about. I think RRQ though, to bring it back to RRQ, are not drafting to their strengths. What are their strengths in the regular season? This is something that literally got them #1, to stay at #1 from week 1 to week 9. Dyron and Edok on playmakers. Phoveus was a solid pick, I like that. The Gatot Kacha on Edok. Every single time we see Edok play something like a Gatot, I'm not a fan. He's the game changer, he's the X factor. He's the regular season MVP as a roamer. That goes to show how much relevance this guy has in winning performances of RRQ. Give him the Kalea, man, please.
Yeah, obviously, but speaking of X Factor, shout out to Nino.
Hello.
I think out of all the Alter Ego members, the one that I'm most surprised to see, you know, usually Nino does not go hand in hand with the word composed, you know, but he is not extending at all. The face crack was incredible, and I feel like he's the second MVP in this game.
Oh, I agree.
Yeah, just the sets is awesome.
Anything happen?
And
Arfi tak jumpa Sheehan lagi, betul? Tak jumpa lagi Sheehan. Dia kena anggap diri dia bertuah.
Arfi made. This could be an actual tier 1 team in ID, dare I say.
Oh, that's a big statement.
How is it casting in MSL? You mean the one yang Myanmar tu ke?
Okay. Still a big statement though.
The game is okay, tapi dia punya technical issue.
That, once again,
Walau.
we are on our way to MSC, and will Alter Ego finally be able to
Teams that never fade.
Teams that we've seen
Apa ni?
time and time
Onyx 4 kali,
show up
Evos
at
4 kali,
MSC, right?
IDNS
Of course,
5 kali.
IDNS still takes the cake
Todak
there
3 kali.
as, being present 5
Gila dia Todak.
times.
Siapa dia Todak sebenarnya?
Unfortunately wasn't able to represent.
Kerusi dia memang rendah atau host perempuan tu kaki panjang?
Last time around with
Kerusi tu rendah.
Not even this year.
This
Kerusi tu
year as
rendah.
well, Onyx though are still a shoo-in to maybe level things out with IDNS.
Sebab Eternal agak pendek lah.
Onyx are the only ones that are still in contention for making it to MSC right now.
Betul-betul tengok reaction COAE muka dah ganas, suara pun ada macam gangster, matanya sampai comel terus hilang orang gangster.
Going to represent. Yeah, I think they lost. So it's just Onyx who can make their 5th appearance. Another, you know, a team that could try to take that mantle away from IDNS for most appearances. 2 MSCs as well.
Kau buat video MSC format tu kat mana tu? Malaysia ke? Kat Malaysia, kat Malaysia.
They look like they're en route to
Buat kat Malaysia je.
Alter Ego though.
So, diorang yang datang Malaysia. Merko, Remar, Brigida, diorang datang Malaysia. Ada beli baju playoff home boys ke? Belum lagi, belum lagi. Aku belum beli lagi. I should buy it, tapi aku lupa. Apa ni, meta apa ni? Meta 1-2-2, mage jungle. Lepas tu 2021, hyper carry, betul. Hyper assassin, betul.
Wow, that was
What a throwback.
2023, utility jungle, hyper.
Hyper assassins over the years, the hyper fighter / assassin just last year.
Todak Rin, trust.
What about this year?
Kalau Thailand fokus MBB boleh jadi counter PH. Japan akan main MBB, Thailand tak nak buat comeback ke?
Well, we can see assassin battles like we did earlier, right?
Dah sold out lah, okay lah, tak apalah. Asalkan baju tu orang beli, it's okay.
But if the team wants to play these assassins, yesterday again, the reason we didn't get to see a lot of utility jungles sometimes is because BTR, they get banned out usually. Fredrin, Baksha. So same goes for like earlier, we saw a matchup again where both utility junglers are open in Geekfam versus Onyx, you get to see it.
Dulu aku ingat IDNS tu Indonesia.
So they are forced to play the assassins.
Venue Face tu ada upgrade ke? Aku tengok gambar dekat FB nampak macam upgrade, tapi aku personally tak nampak lagi lah. Kenapa MPL ID between games Sidai terlalu lama? Tak tahulah dok. ID Sidai lama, PH Sidai lama. Astaghfirullahaladzim. Diorang punya baju lambat kering kot. Aku rasa baju diorang lambat kering.
Like, yeah.
Apa yang kau nak tunjuk? Oh, head and shoulder.
Yeah.
The building.
Oh, Sheffin, it's your segment.
Sure.
Eric Cam by Head and Shoulders. Sheffin, you heard the shore because he's glued to the screen. He can't stop. He's speechless right now. Look at his juice. Like a good boy. Head and Shoulders. Go ahead and take it, ladies and gentlemen. Get it. You want the lemon flavored one, Sheffin, or do you want the...
Banyak sponsor nak screen time, betul,
Not ever call me
betul.
a good boy.
Okay, ni
No, that
Galaxy
sounds
pula.
disgusting, man.
Samsung Galaxy Zone.
No, it's like, especially you don't call me a good boy, bro.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
But Arashi
Best tak shooting Jumanji, best. Honestly, very best.
Oh, you a good boy.
Dia penat,
Give him that card.
macam-macam
Ah,
berlaku,
so Rashi, alright.
tapi best.
But we'll keep that in mind.
Aku rasa ngam kau pakai Head and Shoulder. Kau ingat aku tak pakai?
Wait.
Picture?
Kau ingat aku tak pakai?
That's Sutsujin, but-
Oh,
Kau sabar kejap,
I
kau
see
sabar
it.
kejap.
I see it.
Kau ingat aku tak pakai?
They
Kau sabar kejap.
both pretty good.
Kau sabar kejap. Kalau
have
Munton tengok
Japanese
ni, kalau
names.
telemanager tengok, kau tunggu
And
kejap.
Sheffin lets both of them call him good boy.
I don't think so.
Ah.
By the way, Sutsujin is not really a real Japanese word.
Oh, it's not?
No.
Well, okay.
I don't know. I'd have to ask Arashi.
Yeah. Oh, I know that
no.
guy.
That's CITB for sure.
Whoa. What?
Huh?
Yo, Joshua in the building, ladies and gentlemen. Apparently that's CITB for sure.
Kau tengok
Might
ni
have
apa?
to change a few
Kau
things
tengok
for
ni apa?
CITB in the head
Huh?
and shoulders segment
Huh?
for Mr. Sheffin.
Ha?
The Kingdom, though.
Kau ingat aku tak pakai?
Real silence
Ah.
quite early.
Ah.
Not something we expected coming into this.
Ah.
I think all of us went for RQ in the English desk.
I went 3-0.
I went 3-1.
Ah.
I went 3-1.
Everyone else went 3-1. So.
I think if it's
Sila nama
not
sebab sponsor kan?
ladies and
Betul,
gentlemen.
sebab
Like, Alter
sponsor.
Ego are looking like the better team currently. RQ's form are looking more like the second half of the regular season. We've been talking about, oh, maybe they're saving strat. So far, there is no strat that is...
Ya, apa ni?
They've
Baca balik, baca
actually
balik.
downgraded in strats, I feel. You know, like, they went from Kalea pick to Gatot for E-Dog. That is a downgrade in my book.
Jumanji dengan Solos malah lagi
I
penat.
think what Cascue said was
Oh.
symbolic, but
Solos.
maybe
Solos jauh lagi
kind
penat.
of giving a warning
Jauh
to
lagi penat.
other contestants in the playoffs.
I think they need
also.
40% back, you know? Like, that's what I'm trying to say here. If that is 100%, maybe they go back down to 40.
And by the way, guys, are we seeing a build-up towards two
Dia boleh tunjuk ke?
upsets
Bukan head
to
hockey ke?
to the upper brackets?
Ke tak apa?
I mean, it's not an upset, the Onic Geek one, I think, right?
No, like in terms of seedings.
In terms of seedings, yeah, number 1 and number 2 for the first
Tak nak try
time,
berlakon ke?
might
Boleh
not
pergi
be
jauh? Orang tak offer.
champion from the upper bracket.
Ni aku punya gila, aku punya. Aku yang pakai.
Usually,
Aku pakai.
number 1, number 2 are always the ones that end up winning. One of the upper
Best takkan
brackets are
MSL. Honestly not bad. Honestly not bad. Tapi dia memang banyak technical problem lah.
Sorry.
That is Sally Boy,
That's
yes.
Sally Boy!
Well, he's a
Adakah
Sally
di season
man now,
MSC
he has a
team
child,
China akan bagi
ladies and
saingan?
gentlemen. That's Sally father.
Susah nak cakap sebab
Sally dad.
diorang punya patch lain daripada kita. Jadi
Definite Sally Daddy.
betapa kuatnya diorang dekat China,
Just for
dia
you guys
susah nak
back at home
cakap
as well.
sebab itulah meta lain,
Good
meta
boy,
lain.
Good boy too. A good boy.
Goodbye.
Good boy.
That's
Right?
disgusting.
MP Lemoy tak payah BA ada Poji
Arashi
cukup betul.
is in the building and he is.
Kalau diorang tak ramai ya pakai jersey tim yang sokong.
With his
Arashi.
strategy.
I
Tak
just want
perasan
to
pula.
say, Fairness, stop.
Lah.
He laughed. Rashi laughed. Hello!
Hey, we got some
Wow.
Besar kat venue. Venue diorang memang besar.
Is that a Velociraptor
It's a
or is that a?
Velociraptor, yeah.
That's like a
It's
two.
for any ages, man.
It's a Velociraptor again.
Ni mungkin pelik tapi tak ada ke coach kita yang Mahim Matt atau Calculus mana tahu boleh guna ilmu tu untuk dapat.
Yeah.
Jujur aku rasa
You can
tak
be as
perlu.
old as
I
you
think
want
that's a
to
bit
come
too
to
much.
MPL Arena.
Exactly.
Not MPL Arena.
I think like math and all like personally for me
Exactly. You know, the
problem
MPL
kebanyakan
travels
coach
wherever MPL
is when they
MPL
overthink
So you
it.
can
When
go
they
MPL Arena, that's
overthink.
fine. And remember, the tickets are still
Sebab apa yang aku
available
nampak
once
dekat
again,
MLBB
guys.
ni,
So what are you
teori
waiting for? Go ahead, go to the official
tak
MPL
jadi
website,
reality.
or of
Banyak
course
teori
the
tak jadi
GoPay
reality.
app to get your hands on the ticket, plus
It makes sense kalau kau nak figure out who does the most damage,
Yeah.
who can tank the most damage.
In that party.
And so it's like
literally in that party, but what I
that
mean
is
by
okay,
that
but that also lebih kepada analyst,
This
not
guy
for coaches.
has
Coaches
a crazy
tak perlu.
ego. We've heard
Like the coaches
crazy
need
things, you know,
to
not wanting to play with
understand
certain teams, saying that I'm a world
apa
champ.
benda yang paling
I don't need to
optimal
listen to y'all.
and
I
make
want
the
better
tough decision
teammates.
untuk cakap play ni boleh main,
And
play ni tak
backing
boleh
it
main.
up, this guy has gained so much respect
And
from me. This is so cool.
macam mana
The fact
nak
that we have a player
nak
as
bagi
big of a
satu
champ
team
as that who can back up
fikir
what he says, because
like
usually a lot
as
of
a
times
team
you
lah,
see
fikir
that
as a
from
team,
other
you know.
opponents,
Kalau
other
semua nak fight,
players,
semua fight.
and
Kalau
we
semua nak
don't
objektif,
see
semua
the
nak
backup.
objektif
We see
kan.
the trash talk,
Like
but
I
then they
don't
just fall flat.
like I understand knowledge of maths and calculus is very good, but at the same time
Oh,
it's not there's no real problem
I'm sorry. Like the
in
hair
ML that
color,
requires
that's Reeves.
that level of
That's E-Dog. No, I'm joking. Now it's E-Dog.
education lah.
And,
That would have
why,
been so fun.
Maybe kalau nak beli official jersey agak pricey kot. Maybe.
Okay, one in the middle.
That's Mr. Kesman.
Nope. that's-
Macam aku rasa kalau nak jadi coach, dia
Get better.
skill yang paling
Not
That's the
entirely.
kuat, skill yang paling kuat sebenarnya is
What?
apa panggil?
To stay on second pick selection.
Yep.
Like human interaction. Aku tak tahu ayat dia apa. But it's like macam mana kau berbual dengan manusia, kan?
I think it's fine.
Coach
Yeah, they
understanding
had a
dan
solid
sebagainya.
opportunity to actually
And then
win
kedua
out.
is about the
It
gameplay.
wasn't
The gameplay ni kenapa aku cakap
It
boleh
wasn't
jadi nombor
fully
2 sebab tak semestinya coach yang kena ni. Kadang player pandai, player boleh buat kerja tu. Kalau analyst pandai, analyst boleh buat kerja tu.
I was about to say.
Yeah, they were like
Social psychology, social skills, yes. Not social psychology but social skills, yes.
Overthinking sometimes?
Sebab aku berbual dengan coach Dota apa benda semua pun dorang cakap social skill tu yang penting.
Yes.
Sebab player senang down. So macam mana kau nak handle?
The Iksha?
Betul lah.
I don't think that was overthinking. I think that was just like he got outdrafted by TL. I don't think that was overthinking.
But to be fair, RQ
Best
was
combo hero
in
untuk MPL
some
MY contoh
part
Chobi
winning
3 sekali
in that
1-1 for
matchup
me,
against
Franco
Alter
Kimi
Ego.
hook traction.
Especially when they got a few of like
Untuk
like
aku punya
1-8
filosofi,
lead
the
until
best
Edo
is the
decided to
easiest.
just
Yang kau memang tak boleh nak, kau tak boleh nak
back
fail.
up at all. But we're
So best
on
combo
to
aku
the
tak
draft.
sure. Best combo dekat Malaysia tu je lah. Ambil hero assassin lepas tu ambil hero tangkap. Enemy kena pilih. Nak pakai flicker ke nak pakai purify. It's very simple. Kau tak ada mechanic pun tak apa. And kau menang daripada draft kat situ. Okay good. Ambil Kalia first. Betul. Kalia lah
Go
dulu.
Farsa though again. I feel again the Farsa Badang is a solid choice to open here. You have a
Banyak kali dengan MPL MY akan franchise, jujur je fair, betul ke? Aku tak tahu, aku pun tak percaya. Bila Munton cakap kat aku ni nak franchise, aku pun tak percaya. Padahal Munton ni, diorang yang paling tahu, aku macam, dah aku tak percaya. Selagi tak jadi, aku tak ni.
Yeah, there's not too many with the Loyi, Jusin, and Kimi banned out.
All players ada cara nak approach, ada kena hand on shoulder, ada yang kena maki baru form. Betul?
Go for the Hayabusa and the Badang though, just like in game number 1. So not Farsa Prio. That means RQ have a shot now to be the ones to secure the Farsa. Not the best.
Dah ada Kalia ni,
that,
masih pihak Hayabusa
It is better, I think, than going for the Faramis again and then leaving the Farsa open to Alter Ego.
Yeah, it all comes down to how to
Masih nak
make
joy ke?
the
Aku rasa
backliners
boleh
like
je
hard
nanti-nanti
against
ambil
the
link.
trade of the Hayabusa is there, and that is fine.
Okay, diorang ambil Joy
Alter
ke?
Ego
Joy
is
Granger.
rushing
Okay.
to pop off, but the Granger
Malam
is
Vel,
really
malam
off.
Jax.
No Farsa at all, they can still go
Fanny,
for
aku
that
rasa diorang
one.
takkan ambil Fanny. Dah ada badang, susah nak pakai Fanny dah.
That should be the pick, right? I don't see a reason why they would go for anything else.
Yep. And now it's going to be tough for RQ again. The Valentina is probably going to be banned out. I thought maybe that could be the option to go for, right? The Valentina, steal away the Feather Airstrike, having a way to deal with the Hayabusa as well. Yeah. I wonder if RQ will still ban the Harith and Irithel now.
Apa
I
lagi
think it
ambil
makes
boleh
more
lawan dengan
sense
Farsa
considering
ni?
The Kalea is now in their hands.
Dia susah,
To join
tapi
the
Novaria
Great
pun okey
They've
lagi ni.
gone for the same draft, only with better components.
AE takkan pick Fanny, Rini punya Fanny cupu.
The same thing that happened in the first
Ya,
game earlier,
surprisingly AE menang game 1.
which lets
Padahal draft aku rasa RQ okey lagi.
Dreams to pull off a big set hero.
If okay, not bad. If okay, not bad.
Match up the pick-off potential from Mr. Edok with the Kaleo.
Ya, aku rasa masih kena ban Iritel ni.
If we're going by what happened in the first game, it's gonna be a Franco ban. And I think that's still
Lilia
decent
bagus
in this
kat
case.
ni.
Yeah, and Irithel,
Untuk
right?
RQ tak, sebab Farsa tu, Farsa one tap Lilia, nyawa dia dah gone. Ah, Selena, very clever ban, very clever ban. Betul, aku pun lupa Selena. Selena pun boleh lawan dengan
So
Farsa.
much value on Farsa right now. That's why, by the way, Geek Fam always banned it against Sans. And that's how you bring in the Faramis.
But technically, without the Franco ban, RQ could still flex the Kalea,
Ni kalau
right?
pro player kena main serius betul-betul atau serius sampai seronok.
I'm thinking about the fact that it's a joy, so it's a magic damage.
Kalau pro player kena main serius betul-betul atau serius sampai seronok. Depends pada coach.
What do you want to go for?
Depends pada coach. Macam
like a Mathilda.
lebih pada serius
With Joy?
sambil seronok. Lebih pada serius sambil seronok.
That sounds...
Sebab masalah bila kau serius sangat, nanti kau tunnel vision. Tunnel vision ni bermaksud kau cuma tengok satu benda, kau tak tengok satu map. Risky but Karita.
Hey, maybe the Barats like we saw yesterday. RQ carry.
Bank carry.
You want some tanky boys, I'd see.
Bank
Let's see
carry?
this for
Diorang nak ambil
I
apa?
really hope it's
Terizla.
Franco.
Franco okay. Dah dorang ambil Franco, korang kena ambil hero yang betul-betul keras ni.
I mean, this is an easy one should be like, right?
It looks like it right now with no Irithel as well. It should already be good, right? The Granger. It could also be a Beatrix, by the way. It could
Aku
also
tengah fikir
be
mid
a
ni.
Khan again. I mean, at this point, late game insurance in the gold lane.
Because they already have the burst follow-up.
Kalau lah Kagura tu dia punya damage besar lagi, aku rasa Kagura boleh good pick. Like the hero is a good hero to use.
There you go. Solid answer.
Tapi if ni still not perfect lah, if not perfect, ni pick terpaksa ni.
Damage dealing. Then they go for XP or rogue.
Aku sebenarnya lagi suka Terizla. Kalau tak Terizla, Hilda pun okay. Hilda? Glue okay. Ya, Glue pun okay. Cuma Glue tu dia keras, like conditional. Dia bukan keras semula jadi. Sebab Glue ni dia cuma keras kalau dia guna second skill and then dia dapat hit dia punya long tu dekat enemy. Mid dah GG tu banyak kena tutup, betul. Sebab kalau kau nak ambil Kimi kat sini pun tak sesuai. Boleh kena dengan Hayabusa, boleh kena dengan Farsa. Dah banyak sangat dah mid kena tutup. Kenapa kat video info ditunjuk Dota bukan MMBB? Ha? Video apa? Pasal tak ada main Minov keras kot lembu tu. Tak, lembu tu memang tak keras. Lembu tu sangat tak keras. Percaya cakap aku. Kimi dah ban? Oh, Kimi dah ban. Okay, tak perasan. Oh, ya betul-betul. Kimi ban, betul-betul. Tapi kalau open pun aku rasa tak sesuai. Kalau open pun tak sesuai.
You ready for game number 2?
Yes, we are.
Game AE lagi ke?
For game number 2, it is looking
Kat description
spicy.
tunjuk
We talked
Dota.
about it. From the draft, we were able to see that it is bound to happen. That brawl.
Live aku ke?
Play, right? That early fight. A lot of
Video aku?
skirmishes. And now in game number 2, it is looking much more interesting.
Video live ni ke video lain?
Will Alter Ego be able to secure a match point? Or will the King
Video aku ke?
clap back? It is Alter Ego against RQ Hoshi in game number 2.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's watch and witness game number 2. Alter Ego against the audience predictions, of course. They won game 1. Let's see though, that's the flicker already and a hook spent by Dreams early on.
Oh, that was an early hook towards Susujin. Again, with the Franco early on, you can exert so much pressure, right? On towards your enemy jungler, either just hooking away the buff or just delaying that clear so that the Hayabusa, Rin, does have the upper hand. Dreams, you know how much of a
Okay, aku dah change, hopefully okay.
On towards
Hopefully okay.
the enemy team in the early game with the Franco.
Padahal aku tak kosong je.
Emblems by IndyHome.
Terus tak
by
Dota
Top
Okay,
himself.
faham.
Concussive blast for the Franco, same goes for the Kalea. It helps with extra damage and clear. Now, again, with the hook, right? Setsujin, he's kind of delayed in reaching level 4. I think we're still number 3, but as of now, they're taking it slow. For RRQ, they know early pressure is kind of hard when they have a Franco.
Oh, that's gonna be Rin.
ulti terus. Oh, sikit lagi. Auto decay, dia tengok ya maybe. Kena pecat kamu tu habis tu aku kena pecat. Aduh, GG tu aku.
For Alter Ego, they know
Okay guys, kena cari kerja baru dah depan ni.
You know, nearly inefficient.
Okay, ngam.
Because the Kalea does not
Oh yalah, copy lagi game Dota.
But for now,
Padahal dia kosong tau. Nice first blood. Sementara belum level 4 lagi. Oh, nice. Oh, okay. Rin dapat balik. Kalau level 4 tu dah mati dah tu. Berlakon apa? Kalau ada job aku okay je nak berlakon. Tapi berlakon tu yang penat tu. Sumpah penat. Casting dia juga paling best. Nice, Darren, nice. Just pastikan jangan kena hook je. Draft AE macam kuat betul? Tapi game satu tadi draft RQ macam kuat, lepas tu kalah. Jadi kalau draft AE macam kuat, lepas tu AE kalah, aku rasa lepas ni jangan draft kuat-kuat tu. Draft biasa-biasa je.
Let's see the outcome. Oh, that's going to be the Tsunami Slam on towards Dreams. A little out of position.
Gambar MY ada Watchparty kat stadium, tak sempat beli tiket. Aku rasa kat luar tak ada.
The Kalea first pick. Rin, shadow kill.
Yep. I think this time the damage will be enough to take.
Aduh, kalau lah Rins pakai apa nama dia?
At least the kill for the Hayabusa to keep going to snowball.
Kalau Rins pakai Revitalize tadi dah boleh selamatkan dari dog.
Save goes for Rin.
Sayang tu Rins. Kalau kau pakai Revitalize dah hidup dog.
Helping to clear the wave.
Kas tinggal Bibil je baca prompter. Tak ada. Mana ada? Casting mana ada prompter? Kalau ada pun untuk sponsor lah.
Dreams is in the bush.
Oh, luckily, unlucky there. Four Dreams just got the gold grab and that's a flicker all.
Yang berlaku sebenarnya hafal skrip tu tak susah sangat. Dia yang susah. Kau nak kena cakap benda sama over and over again.
Oh, that's just bad read there and got punished. Dreams again the third time.
Tak apa Doidok. Baik Doidok kau sacrificekan diri sendiri.
And RRQ.
Ada kat luar Poji cakap. Tapi kita tak baca. Macam mana kita nak baca time ni kan? Yang prompter tu untuk ni je, untuk baca sponsor tu je. Customer ada prompter tentang mana keluar skrip masa game tengah jalan. Siapa nak type laju tu lah. Dia kalau ada skrip pun kita tulis skrip sendiri. Tapi biasanya skrip tu macam katakan okay orang ni dah champion, apa kata penutup kita, game ni nak start macam Sunfrost buat pantun, tu je lah. Tapi tu tak ada kat prompter. Tu biasanya diorang tulis kat phone je. Tiket dah sold out ke? Aku rasa dah sold out ke? Memang game first tu nampak Kalia ganggu RQ. Tak patutnya game satu diorang dah first pick dah. Aku tak tahu kenapa first pick diorang tak ambil. Kenapa diorang ambil Joy? Terang-terang memang kena ambil Kalia. Kalia ni memang mana-mana pun region, Kalia ni memang the top OG tau. Memang kena ambil. Nice. Tarik balik. Oh! Bridge break.
RRQ takes full control on that turtle. Rin.
Oh, 8. Aduh.
Perhaps finds a cheeky kill, but Sitsujin claims it comfortably.
Rin was trying to get that shadow kill and then the retry as well to possibly steal the turtle, but no, it is not coming to fruition, at least for him. And at least this is what bringing Yves brings to
Winning condition homeboys, Ivan and Kalia, you heard it here first. The problem is, I rasa susah for them to get the Kalia. I do agree. Tapi kalau aku opponent, aku tak lepas dua Kalia. Kalau aku opponent, aku tak lepas Kalia. Aku mungkin akan lepaskan Fanny. Because Iman okay je dia punya Fanny, tapi Fanny is really not a win condition, you know. Like Fanny is very strong, don't get me wrong. Fanny is very strong, but it's like a 1v5 kind of hero instead of a 5v5 kind of hero. Faham tak? Detail format is ECW. ECW tu wrestling. EWC. Tapi EWC tu sebenarnya masih tak complete lagi dia punya format. Kalau korang tengok betul-betul video tu, kita orang pun sendiri cakap video tu tak complete lagi. Bila dekat Riyadh baru ada full info. Yang tu lebih pada teaser lah. Dia just pada teaser. Oh, ada watch along. Oh, maksud saya Poji cakap ada watch along kat luar stadium. Oh, ya ke? Oh, kalau ada bagus lah. Tengok, Poji lagi rapat dengan Munton daripada aku. Rins mati, but it's okay. It's okay. Oh my god, what the heck was that? Oh my god! Gila doh. What was that, bro? Did I hook? And then dia boleh flicker keluar? Bro, that was insane, bro. And he don't survive. That was cool. I didn't know that interaction was a thing.
To push and shove that wave into the topside turret, but I think so far it's RRQ on full control.
Rasanya kali ni execution RRQ okay. Dia memang ambil Kalia je doh. Kalia tu problem doh game pertama tadi. Sebab dia asyik tangkap si Fovius, and then Fovius tu kena dengan Nathan, memang tak gerak. Boleh ke flicker? Itulah aku rasa. Aku rasa dia pakai Idok. Okay, tak apa. Aku rasa dia pakai ni.
So that's info for RRQ.
Apa yang boot yang ada magic resist tu aku dah lupa dah. Tough boots. Aku rasa dia pakai tough boots. And then bila dah, sebab dia punya jarak jauh kan. Sebab Dreams dia flicker. So by the time dia dah sampai, aku rasa dia punya animation hook tu, dia punya stun tu dah habis. So dia boleh flicker keluar and then kena gigit. Tough boots ya. So draft kuat kalah lah ni. Memang tak boleh draft kuat tu Zarul. Kita bila draft kita kena sengaja kalah baru kita boleh menang.
Obviously with up top just pushing, but hey, with an Onyx jersey, Abed and KB, Professor KB.
Yeah, you're right.
Tapi best juga format EWC team win streak kat group stage kat knockout.
Is he gonna pull up something again? Because previously he pulled up with the Kyrie pose, right?
Rin kenapa tak finish je? Tak finish apa? Aduh aku tak tengok pula.
Okay, so to translate, that literally means when can I stream here in the venue? Because we have restreamers in this venue. R7 to our left, by the way.
Tak, maksudnya kalau ada flicker macam ni masih in range untuk digigit. Aku rasa dia punya gigit dah register dah masa sebelum dia flicker. Tetapi the animation tu keluar selepas dia flicker. That is a weird interaction, I do agree. But it does happen. And bukan ulti Franco je, quite a few other ultis juga. Laphel mention ECW, hardcore wrestling.
Exerting the global pressure and make sure that the SOD hits when he wants to join a fight because Hijume could be stuck.
That's their retribution to win
Nice.
as well.
Nice.
Locking Hijume down. That will be a free kill for RRQ.
Hijume, his aggressiveness tamed in this game. RRQ, they're doing a very
First
good
item
job of
Oracle
taming
Okay.
this, very
Fahami
good
dok.
in the Farsa, the hands of Hijume.
Boleh lagi ni AE percaya RV.
What do Alter Ego do? Right?
Boleh ni RV 010 still okay lagi ni.
Go in the play. I know they want to look for pickoffs.
Kenapa ramai pro player main glue skin default yang ada skin semua berat ke? Tak tahulah. Tapi jujur, aku pakai skin dia pun, aku rasa macam annoying pakai skin dia. Aku pun macam nak pakai default je tu. Aku rasa skin dia tak apa lawa. Serius. Dia punya default lawa.
Towards Nino though. So
Tak apa, it's okay. Dapat flicker dah cukup bagus. Badang dengan flicker menakutkan. Oh, Dreams! Jumpa Rins! Ui, Toy baik tu, Toy. GG Toy, GG Toy. Tapi dapat shutdown tu. 4 kill shutdown.
going back and Rin perhaps looking for a kill, but
Okay, Nino terus
now
dapat kat
RP is
Oracle.
still pushing bottom side.
Look at RP.
Ada rasa nak jadi coach tak, Fel? Tak lah.
Down bottom, he's able to get the last turret.
Sebab jadi coach ni, dia memang susah. And dia susah physically dengan mentally. Jadi caster ni relax lagi. Sebab bila aku jadi coach dulu, aku banyak sangat masalah darah tinggi sampai masuk hospital. Aku rasa boleh, tapi I wouldn't take the risk lah. RP on the way jadi innocent tu, free farm. Tunggu, nanti kadang dorang lawan dekat purple buff yang belah atas ni.
For RRQ.
Nanti dorang
Seems like
Okay.
it will be just a two-lane
dorang
push
lawan dekat sini.
for
Habis. Dorang lawan dekat sini. SOD datang, pam.
still Laphel.
Dapat savage terus.
2v1 potentially shadow kill. Spence to Rin. Okay.
One day.
Have the
Oh.
time.
Oh, 1v1. Oh, 1v1. Rin!
Junglers away. Neither guy. That's gonna be Alter Ego now. Focusing down on the
Baik,
Lord.
no.
Hijume has to walk back. Toy with the
Baik, no.
assassination. Puts
What happened to
Hijume
BTR, Vel?
rest.
Dorang punya draft
As
pelik-pelik.
well. Toy. It's just toy.
Macam mana Caster Wolf boleh jadi coach? Wolf tu tua tau sebenarnya.
Oh, great win of nature.
Dia ada kat sini daripada zaman Dota lagi.
And that's gonna be the lockdown.
So, dia punya experience lagi banyak daripada aku sebenarnya.
Pressure from Ida. Locking Rin down.
Toy is godlike. The SOD lands, but RP can't take it. And RRQ, they are content with what they're
Both
able
1
to
HP.
get. Topside
Gila
turret
tu.
and even an important
Dua-dua
kill
betul-betul
to
at the
Rin.
end tu. Itu memang mekanik gila-gila tu. Memang mekanik gila-gila tu. Rasanya E terpaksa pick Franco sebab nak ganti Kakalia. Better ambil tank yang more CC like Tigreal sebagai contoh. Tapi Tigreal sekarang memang tak okey lah. Tigreal sekarang memang tak okey sebab kalau kau behind, kalau kau tengah behind kan, maksudnya kau tak menang awal tu, kau nak set up tu. Actually aku tak tahu Kenapa Tigreal tak okey. Aku tengok, aku cast banyak game Tigreal memang nampak tak okey, tapi aku macam kenapa tak okey? Sebab aku dah lama tak pakai Tigreal. Aku sendiri rasa tak sedap, tapi aku tak tahu kenapa tak sedap.
Seems like it's gonna be a slow build up.
Study computer science boleh kerja dekat Munton ke?
For that Lord, so RRQ
Maybe. Tapi masalahnya semua yang bahagian technical kerja dekat China. Yang kerja dekat Malaysia kebanyakannya semuanya lebih pada management, business, macam tu lah. Nak set up jadi serba salah. Tolong tu flicker. Tick tu flicker dependent. Yes. That's good way. And aku rasa macam either way aku just nak cakap dia punya setup susah. Tigreal tak okay sebab Purify dengan ada emblem kurangkan CD battle spell. True so.
For RRQ, they have instant lockdown. They have the damage to follow it up with the RWM as well. So Alter Ego has to be careful. Tsunami Slam.
on towards one. Dreams winner crown just to buy time, but seems like
Kalau study Masscom dengan seni tarian boleh join Prod MLBB tak? Jujur cakap boleh sebab aku Masscom. Aku Mescom.
Nino looking for a cheeky angle.
Aku Mescom, Gideon advertisement.
Looking for backup, looking for a punish perhaps. Has a shadow. That's
Milo belajar engineering.
Bayedok. Setting up a
Tarian aku tak sure, tapi tarian okey je. Untuk apa-apa production bukan main BB je.
80-30s. It's the fact that he always kind of
Aku faham the question might be a joke, but legit like
he doesn't have the shadows even
aku yang belajar Mescom ni, it does help with production. Dia tolong gila-gila.
Yeah, feather airstrike, air on
Mars
the
tadi
ground.
apa? Aku tak ingat.
Turret will fall. Ladies and gentlemen, and one turret left for Alter Ego.
Mars something to do with computer kot. Design kot. Dia belajar design. Aku tak ingat lah.
At least the outside turrets are able to be
Oi! Baik tu.
Immortality.
Tapi ada immortal.
Will he survive? No flicker. Oh my goodness.
Oh! What the heck? That was...
That's gonna be the Lord now. Main priority should be Alter Ego. Oh, Hijume looking for a solo onto his wrist.
Whatever.
By Sutsujin.
Rin goes in with
Mars tadi
shadow
aerospace.
so they connect, but the winter crown.
Tahu, aku tahu dia MA. And aku macam nak buat video pasal benda tu, but at the same time,
Doesn't connect on
kalau
the
aku buat
ring.
video
Using
pasal
the RQ
DMA, it's like feeding into what he wanted anyways, which is dia nak attention kan. So,
As of now, they can't
apa
do
lagi
this
penting?
bad. No
Adakah
way.
aku nak cakap
There
pendapat
goes
aku
the
betul
second wave of the minions.
ataupun
RQ, they look relentless.
bagi
They
dia
look
attention?
want to end this.
So, aku fikir macam it's not worth it lah.
Seconds on Hijume.
Not worth it. Sebab kalau aku buat video pun bukannya dia akan tengok ke apa benda. So, better aku diam je.
Toy picks up the legendary RQ.
Like, it's a lose-lose untuk aku lah kalau aku respond. So, aku diam je lah.
Will not be able to find the
Because I know how to play the game also. Aku faham je kerja-kerja influencer ni. So,
Alter Ego, they
aku tak layan.
hold. Right on cue, Hijume respawns, pops.
Tak worth it lah, memang tak worth it.
Airstrike. And as of
Siapa
now,
first time caster sekarang?
we have a game in
Aku,
our hands. But
Gideon,
lucky gun for RQ
Husky,
to play the kiting game, to have that extra range.
Karakuri.
The Moskov to gun down
Itulah.
his opponent
Kan,
later
OVN.
on. But now RQ
Dia macam
with a
fix, kecam
7.5
untuk engagement. Ya,
gold
betul.
lead, I think it falls out of relevance.
Kalau Argus dengan Freya
It's
jungle
now
boleh tak
about
main
the
dekat
fight.
meta
It's
sekarang.
now about the timings. 80 stacks on the Sky Piercer.
Dekat China diorang pakai Freya. Dekat China diorang pakai Freya. Argus, I think Argus is just 1 or 2 buff away from being very good.
touch this game. And
Counter value lagi pening, betul?
deathless Alter Ego.
Macam nak jadi part time untuk MPR production. Yang tu little bit tough. Sebab itu dia request bukan dekat Munton sebenarnya. Dia kena request dekat IO Esport.
For Alter Ego, so that's alarming.
IO Esports. IO.
Toy comes from the grave.
Like prepare some kind of resume ke apa benda ke, and then hantar dekat diorang punya IG ke Facebook ke. Sebab IO ni kadang-kadang cari je orang untuk bekerja.
This Enoch.
Yup, looking for-
Oi!
Oh my goodness.
Oi, baik doh, Idok, tangkap dulu.
Renzo will be
Go
the first
Susujin.
one to follow
Baik
up.
doh.
Round by Sutsujin in the back line.
Baik doh, Sutsujin.
Hijume will not survive as Toy and Dreams.
Baik doh. Oh, toy. Baik doh, Arfi. Semua baik lah, semua baik. Semua baik, tak ada seorang pun buruk.
Toy down, but that's Sutsujin.
Maniac doh, Susu je. Oh my god.
And the ultimate wipe out.
Arfi.
Full time caster kerja ada Munton kan? Gaji monthly tak ada. Tak ada gaji monthly. Tak ada.
They roar back to life. Rejoice, they say, as they look
Kerja
to
full time
end
ni maksudnya aku tak ada kerja lain, tu je lah. Tapi sebenarnya ada je kerja lain. And macam aku buat apa nama dia? Sponsorship ke apa benda ke? Asal Jume masuk balik tu tadi. Aku rasa kalau dia selamat, kalau dia lari pun dia tak selamat tu.
To end that game, Arfi looked for the Hail Mary play.
Dia bagi opinion bila orang bahas apa dia cakap, fans dia cakap rage bait. So kita semua cakap benda offensive lagi tu. If MPL cuti 2-3 bulan dia buat apa? Biasanya ada event lain. Macam sebelum ni SPS. Lepas MPL ni aku ada event Samsung. Yang Amoy type season ganti tu macam mana Fel? Nak jadi Amoy lah. Yang tu pun semua IO. Semua IO. Yang semua IO. Kenapa orang banyak pro player beli awal sekarang? Kalau kau ada healing dia memang bagus. Kau ada heal ke kau ada shield memang kau akan jadi keras lah. Sebab Oracle ni dia bagi cooldown, dia bagi hybrid defense dengan dia tingkatkan kau punya heal dengan shield. So actually untuk kalian it makes sense. It makes a lot of sense. Resident Evil 9 aku tak tengok lagi. Physical okay ke? So far apa okay? So far it looks pretty good. So far it looks good. Boleh bagi tahu tak path untuk jadi caster? Jadi caster ni kau kena cari job yang percuma. Kalau tak ada job, kau buat job kau sendiri. So kebanyakan caster, apa yang kita buat dulu is kita buat live stream, kita buat bilik custom, and then kita cast dekat situ. Untuk aku buat content dekat Facebook. Aku berbual pasal game ni, ini aku punya analisis dan sebagainya. And then caster-caster lain dah start kenal aku sebab diorang nampak aku punya analisis dan diorang boleh terima. So like, okay. And then aku dapat job. Aku dapat job dekat Negeri Sembilan. And dengan job tu aku dapat job lain. Lepas tu dapat resume. Dapat resume tu Munton kontak aku. Hai, kita nampak awak casting, nak tak jadi caster untuk MPL, hantarlah audition. And so okay, aku bagi aku punya resume, semua yang ni aku cast. Aku bagi klip aku cast dulu. And then apa diorang minta aku buat lah. Aku buat. Tapi starting caster ni memang tak ada gaji tau. Memang tak ada gaji, memang tak ada duit. Bila kau dah ada value baru kau akan dapat gaji. Kau tanyalah, aku rasa kebanyakan caster, mungkin 1-2 je exception, semua sekali starting tak ada gaji. Macam si siapa nama dia, Rizky Pew pun, dia starting sebagai manager PUBG, and then dia nak kena buat apa, scream punya cast. Jadi orang dah tahu, oh dia ni casting laju, and dia punya rap tu power. And then eventually kita open class, and then dia join audition, and then kita rasa antara semua orang kat situ, Rizky Pew the best, so kita ambil. Ingatlah yang kau pernah buat iklan Genshin, yes, but that was so cringe, bro. Loh, kalau KGN lagi roster diorang padu, so Sujin berlatih di KGN untuk perform di RRQ. Siapa datang Malaysia, dia jadi power tau. Dia power bukan kat Malaysia tau, dia power internationally. Satu dulu dia power. Rindu pengulas ketum kat FB. Nak tanya apa MMBB yang boleh adopt daripada game mobile yang lain. Lepas dulu jadi editor solo saya, haa. Apa yang maybe boleh adopt daripada game lain
But for the most part, Granger has a bit of an advantage against the Moskov in wave clear especially. When he's able to shove the lane so much easier up against the Moskov, he will get more prio on gold crab.
Aku tengah fikir, tapi apa-apa yang aku fikir, aku rasa macam dia akan turn off tau. Dia akan jadi turn off untuk play lain. Macam Fog of War, which is physically nampak satu map tu gelap. Aku rasa orang takkan suka. Orang lagi suka dia just macam ni. Tapi korang tengok efek-efek baru map yang akan keluar. Korang tengok tak? Aku buka sekejap. Yang ni best. Bila MMBB ada what? Good question. Okay, kita buka kat sini. Kejap. Yang ni kita boleh buat teori-teori dulu.
Just zone out all the members away from Arcus member to Alter Ego. I'm sorry, I'm getting sleepy here.
No worries. This is why you watch in front with me, Sheffin, on stage. We gotta see and feel that atmosphere. Here though, I think it's just the same composition for Araki Hoshi as game number 1, but with better components. Touched on that a little bit in the draft because I really don't like the Faramis, by the way. And then the Gata Kacha, maybe I dislike that even more in game 1. Kalea pick and the Yves later on was just phenomenal. Again,
aku ada satu yang panjang
I like the fact that you pointed out the Kalea, yes, the threat of just being there, the threat to cancel the Franco as well, right? Because we saw earlier, you asked the question, how did Dreams...
Thank you for the 6 ringgit, Aiman Hakimi. Minum fair. Thank you, Aiman Hakimi. I saw the dinosaur map. Yeah, the dinosaur map looks very good. Mana ni? Ya, okay. Ni teruskan je. Yeah, just keep playing.
Etienne, Celestial Emperor, all do and compassion. Behold, the Empress of Supreme Presence and Noble Grace, the new hero in the Phoenix.
Ultimate to support her team.
Fog of War kalau dibuat kat MMBB, the game literally changed to slow pace. Betul. Yeah, so I rasa ni tak ni. Zetian I think is very good.
Celestial armament.
Dia boleh pakai skill sambil bergerak. OP tu.
Passive, Phoenix Crown, grants her extra spell vamp when hitting enemy heroes with her first and second
Oh,
skills.
extra
And
spell
this
vamp,
effect can stack.
Oi, jadi dia keras lah, dia ada spell
The
vamp.
second part, Celestial Robe, periodically protects Zetian with the power of the Phoenix Spirit
Okay.
by knocking back and stunning
What the
any
heck?
enemy hero who dares get too close,
Bro,
dealing
what?
magic damage and granting a shield. This
Dengan
effect
shield
has
sekali?
a
Holy
2-minute
what?
cooldown. First,
Kau ada
skill.
spell vamp, kau ada knockback, kau ada stun.
Zetian fires
And then
a
kau
Phoenix
first skill
wave
sambil
in the
bergerak.
target direction. If it hits an enemy, she will automatically fire another for up to 3 waves in
What
total.
the heck? And then kau boleh
The final
bergerak?
Phoenix wave deals more damage, has a larger AoE, and
kena kat orang
flies
sebelah
in the
sekali?
opposite direction.
Oh, yang last tu kena kat semua
Second
sekali.
skill, Phoenix Descent.
Asal dia
Zetian
boleh
calls
sekelas 2
down
kali?
her Phoenix Spirit at a target location,
Uh-huh.
dealing magic damage to enemies in the area and slowing them.
Okay.
The Phoenix Spirit then circles in place for 3 seconds,
Uh-huh.
continuously dealing magic damage and reducing magic defense. This skill
Reduce
can be
magic
cast to command
Reduce magic defense. Magic defense dah memang useless dah dalam game ni. And then kau nak reduce lagi magic defense. What the
the
heck?
Phoenix Spirit to dash to a new location, dealing magic damage and slowing enemies again.
Oh, bro, that's so good, bro.
Ultimate Fury of the Phoenix.
Oh.
Zetian
Kau
empowers
speed
allied
up, kau
heroes
dapat
with a
vision.
gradually decaying move.
What? Aku ingat dia cuma stun orang kat sebelah. What? What the heck? Dia bagi speed up kat team kau?
Divine retribution down on all enemy heroes, dealing
Bro,
magic damage
kau-
and stunning them.
Kau lajukan team kau and then kau stun semua orang kat team
I
sebelah.
simply
What
don't
the
understand.
hell?
Where is my trusted Elgin?
Your Majesty. Greetings, everyone. I've seen the same questions popping up, so let's break things down. Zetian is a mage with serious range, high burst, and unique ability. But there's more to her than just flashy skills.
Bro, what?
Let's start with a quick overview. Her first skill, Phoenix Strike, is a triple wave nuke. It only continues if you land the first shot.
Yeah,
So
yeah. Tapi
accuracy is
how can you not land,
everything.
you know?
Third wave deals extra damage and even has a soft push. It's not crowd control, but it helps line up combos. And yes, you can move and cast other skills while it goes on. Very smooth and satisfying.
Bro,
use.
that's
Her
so
second
cool.
skill, Phoenix Descent, summons a hovering spirit.
Yes, Elgin.
That slows and lowers any magic defense. You
Bro,
can
tu lah
recast
magic
it for
defense.
even
It's
more
like, yo, what
damage
the
and
hell,
another
bro?
slow. If you use both phases correctly, it becomes
Autoban for
one
sure.
of the scariest foes in the game. Her ultimate, Fury of the Phoenix, is where things get spicy. A global
Dia
strike
bagi-
that damages and stuns all enemies,
What?
gives full map vision,
What?
and boosts your team's movement speed.
Bro, this is too much, bro.
Playmaking ult. Use
This
it to
is
start
too
fights,
strong, bro.
kill ambushers, or give your team the
This
edge
is too
through
strong,
nasty
bro.
dashes. Lastly, we have her passive, Celestial Armament. This ability gives her spell vamp whenever she hits enemies.
OPP
with
tak
her
tahu
skill.
baru release tak lama
And
kena
if
nerf.
you get to
Ya,
kill
tapi
with
masalahnya
Celestial
dia time
Armament,
MSC dia tak kena
automatically
nerf.
up the
Dia kena
back,
buff tau.
Giving Zetian a layer of protection.
I don't like this hero banyak sangat pros with barely any cons. The only con yang aku nampak is dia tak ada dash. But and dia tak ada dash and dia tak ada instant stun untuk selamatkan diri dia sendiri. So aku rasa still assassin boleh lawan dengan dia. Aku rasa assassin boleh lawan dengan dia sebab dia tak ada skill nak selamatkan diri sendiri, you know.
Start with the ultimate to stun.
Passive dia
and
80
expose
seconds.
everyone.
Ah, I see.
While your stun, drop her skill 2 for the debuff and immediately launch your
Tak,
triple
aku
wave
rasa dia OP, but at the same time aku rasa
Then,
macam boleh
choose
lawan.
the recast
Kalau
of skill
passive
2,
dia 80
their
saat,
stun,
then
slow,
okay.
and melting the entire time.
Once
What makes
passive dia
Zetian
dah tak ada, kau boleh
tricky
kill
is
lah.
that you have to aim.
Hero ni
Use
akan
your
keluar
first
before MSC ke?
wave,
Yes.
And the combo falls apart.
Yes.
Plus her skill 2 has a recast. So you need quick fingers to maximize damage. Now here's a tip. Use her ultimate during team fights. If the enemies are distracted, they often miss the animation
Yes. Aku nak tengok benda lain,
Tigreal, check.
Perhaps?
Direction.
Okay, Rafaela. Kita tengok Rafaela punya adjustment.
Raphaela's new passive, Divine Resurrection, is an active skill with
Oh.
no range limit. It can be used whenever there's a fallen ally. The new Resurrection ability replaces her original passive deity penalization and adds much more strategic value to her kit, making Raphaela unique among the support heroes and unlocking countless possibilities for her team. Even when your
Oh, dia
core
respawn,
damage
tapi
dealer
dia
goes
respawn
down,
dalam base terus, eh. Dia
Raphaela
bukan
can
respawn
bring
kat
them
situ.
back to turn the tide.
Okay.
Wow! That's amazing! But won't such a powerful passive affect game balance?
To maintain game balance, we've implemented some limitations for the new passive.
Okay.
One, the cooldown is quite long, over 200 seconds in the late game, and isn't affected by cooldown reduction.
Over 200
And
seconds,
two,
okay.
the skill needs to be channeled and will be interrupted by damage from enemy heroes and other sources. When interrupted,
okay.
the skill will go on its base cooldown.
Oh, that seems pretty fair. Besides Rafaela, I heard many old friends will be getting adjustments in the upcoming Phoenix Empress Rising patch too.
That's right. Our goal is to let every hero shine in the spotlight, which is why we continue to optimize and revamp our older heroes. Furthermore, throughout the year, we've been gradually
Hello, Rip my
improving the
thermos.
gameplay experience in less popular lanes
Tapi
to ensure
Obrigado.
each lane is fun in its own way.
Gaming kalau aku tengah interview sekarang.
What?
Korang tak nampak ini lagi penting. Kejap. Kalau respawn plus winter boleh ke?
Settle down. I wanted to give you guys a surprise, but it seems our little friend got a little too
Sekejap
excited.
lagi pro player buat Zetian tu utility jungle.
Are you alright, Mr.
I'm fine. No worries.
Are you really okay?
It's nothing, real. Dino Planet. We
Okay.
designed this map just for the All-Star event.
Okay. All-Star event, okay. The lot tebak, I dah nampak. Cuma, I nampak dia ada effect baru tapi I tak tahu effect dia apa. But it looks hella cool. This looks hella cool. I like that they do map like this. I really like it. Aku suka bila dia tukar map sebenarnya. And then bila buff tukar, oh, this looks so good. This actually legit, bro, looks so good. I hope this stays for a long time. This looks so good. Interview Klokun. Who cares, bro? Klokun.
Did you notice anything different about this year's map from our previous?
Okay. Fine. Korang nak tengok.
Udah.
Gimana? Ketemu. Oh, suara Kingdom mendominasi. Ketika kita
Oke,
melihat
kita tengok apa
dua
dia
tim
cakap,
sedang berjuang, dua tim sedang berusaha.
All-Star event ni buat aku
Kalau
beli
tentang
weekly
MPL Indonesia,
from
tentu perjalanan mereka
Yeah.
memang tidak boleh puas di sini karena nantinya dari 4 tim ini akan ada 2 tim yang menuju MSC. Di
MSC.
EWC,
Dengar tuh, guys,
dan
MSC,
mereka
guys.
menghadapi dari berbagai macam region. Dan kalau ngomong tentang region, tentunya banyak banget yang rame-rame nih, apalagi banyak banget ekspor dari Indonesia yang bermain di region tetangga kita di Malaysia. Budi akan langsung ngobrol-ngobrol bersama dengan 2 player yang telah berjuang.
MSC, guys, MSC.
Dan kali ini mereka kesini untuk bersama-sama kita untuk menyaksikan babak playoff. Inilah dia, Jimat yang dahulu ada di EVOS, Klokun.
Halo Bude.
Halo.
Halo.
Sekarang berarti masih di Famos.
Ya.
Klokun Famos dan juga ada
GB dah
anak
kena kick
yang
dulu
hilang
tu.
tiba-tiba di tengah-tengah MPL. GB dari Todak.
Ya Bude.
Todak atau alter ego nih?
Trigo lah tetap.
Oh, balik lagi.
Semoga Kodelin mau sih.
Jadi belum, statusnya masih belum jelas ya.
Ya,
sebenarnya
status
begitu
belum
ya?
jelas. Tak payah tanya Budak, tak payah tanya Budak.
Kodelin Bude.
Oke, tapi setelah berjuang di sana, apa sih yang GB rasakan berarti kan?
Her dress is
kamu
good, but at the
setengah
same
di
time nampak macam
Indonesia,
orang ni tak tinggi ya.
Tengah ada di Malaysia. Apa yang kamu langsung mungkin ada culture shock kah atau ada sesuatu yang bisa kamu share?
Paling buat culture shock gak ada sih Bude, cuma bahasa di sana harus lebih nyesuaiin juga kan. Soalnya ada beberapa yang beda juga sama Indonesia gitu. Jadi paling soal komunikasi doang.
Bahasa berarti itu menjadi salah satu ya.
Ya,
Tapi gimana kalau misalnya environment-nya, dari kompetitifnya?
kalau kompetitif mungkin sama-sama keras ya. Cuma kan kalau di sana yang paling mendominasi SRG kan. Jadi ya gitulah, tim lain mungkin bisa dibilang 80 semua rata-rata.
80 semua rata-rata. Ada penyesalan nggak masuk babak play-in, play-off?
Pasti ada sih Bude, soalnya dimarahin Kode Elwin kemarin.
Sampai Kodelwin bikin permintaan maaf ya. Tapi enggak, ini memang seru banget ya Kodelwin ngelihat GB di sini juga pasti kayaknya shock. Tapi yang lebih
Aku
shock
ada second hand embarrassment untuk GB tu. Same, honestly
mendadak
same.
juga muncul di MPL Malaysia dan bersama dengan Famos. Gimana sih kamu pengalaman ada di Malaysia setelah bersisa?
Is GB OP or not? No, it's not.
Banyak turnamen internasional.
GB dapat
bersama
kurus.
tim Indonesia juga.
Dia memang dekat MPL
Gimana
dia buat
di
kau
sana?
dapat gemuk tau.
Enak sih, sama kayak di Indo.
Sama kayak di Indo?
Ya, paling ya bahasa aja. Bahasa harus nyesuaiin sama sana.
Tapi penyesuaian dari bahasa, dari segala macamnya itu gimana sih caramu untuk bisa cepat connect dengan perbedaan bahasa gitu?
Bahasa Malay sama Indo kan sama-sama aja kan, beda-beda dikit doang. Jadi gampang lah belajarnya.
Jadi gampang belajarnya. Jadi udah.
Gaby cakap susah nak belajar bahasa, masuk kalau aku cakap senang je.
Ya sih bahasa aja.
Bahasa aja. Tapi kalau dari Kelokun sendiri, udah penasaran.
Kelokun OP or not, so lah. He's not bad lah. He's not bad, but he's not like outstanding, you know.
Di Indonesia, tapi di Malaysia, sobat seru.
Dia macam okay, tapi he's not like Stormy level lah.
Ketemu dia kan kemarin di regular kalah 2-0.
Wih GB, gimana Be mengalahkan teman dari Indonesia?
Itu Kelokun kayak sengaja ngalah sih Bude.
Oke.
Kalau aku sengaja kalah
Kalau melihat mereka bertarung di Malaysia, tapi yang Bude
Wait, best do interview ni.
Kalian melihat MPL Indonesia setelah kalian tinggal? Khususnya di babak playoff ini, 4 tim ini yang tinggal tersisa.
Kelokun sama Odil, dua-dua macam tak okey lah.
Ada Onyx dan juga Geek Fam. Gimana ngelihatnya?
Ngelihatnya seru sih. Sisa 4 tim kan, tim-tim kuat semua. Tadi juga sengit banget pertarungannya. RRQ lawan ini, Alter Ego.
RRQ lawan Alter Ego, tapi
jago-jago semua.
GB kamu nyangka nggak Alter Ego masih berada di babak playoff melalui play-in?
Nyangka sih Bude, soalnya mereka emang jago banget kan.
Wey, tapi kalau sekarang gimana nih? Apakah Alter Ego bisa bertahan di upper bracket menurutmu?
Pasti masih bisa, soalnya Navari masih punya banyak strategi khusus.
Strategi khusus, itu dari dalam dapurnya ya, dari Alter Ego. Kalau pertanyaannya berbeda, kamu udah melihat peta kekuatan dari
Kim
Malaysia.
Kim.
Dan kamu juga udah melihat peta kekuatan
Easy,
dari
Kim.
MPL Indonesia. Tim Indonesia.
Easy.
Bisa nggak nih bersaing?
By the way, buat live. What's up Adam?
Karena
Iznami yang Kelokun, Iznami easy.
Lalu yang menang
Martizi apa cerita dia kat uni tapi main kat
Udah
MAL.
bisa bersaing belum nih?
Dia main kat MAL lah.
Kalau dilihat dari game-game yang kemarin udah sih tim MPL Indo kuat-kuat semua. Apalagi 4 tim sekarang kan. Ya kuat-kuat semua.
Oke, gameplay sudah bisa menyaingi dan bahkan kalau Kelokun bilang ini bisa nih saatnya
Dengan
Indonesia.
Phasal factor.
Bisa, game juga bisa.
Kelokun dan Warlord sama je level tapi sebab
Bisa
Rom dia
banget.
zone so better Warlord.
Kita bisa nggak ngelanjutin ke game 3?
Iznami yang Stormy.
Bisa.
Jujur cakap daripada segi kekuatan lah. Jujur lah sebenarnya. Stormy is better lah.
Game ketiga, inilah dia. Tim
Lagi sebab Stormy lagi muda.
Alter Ego.
Stormy lagi muda ke? Ke sama umur? Aku tak ingat lah. Tapi as of right now, Stormy is still better. But Iznami is not that far behind.
Quick update regarding Kelokun and Gaby.
Dia cakap bahasa jadi isu, Indo dengan Malay bukan bahasa sama je. Ya, sama je. Aku
Maybe.
awal season cikgu kata Martizi ada tak ada kalau main sebab memang kat uni. Tak, dia memang study cuma entah. Mungkin dia rasa MAL boleh batai-batai jadi join lah sekali-sekali. Mungkin lah, aku tak tahu.
That's true.
Sama dinosaur? Okay. Bagi tahu bila start. Bagi tahu bila start. Sebab aku nak tengok sebab dekat video yang aku nampak dia kata macam apa? Dia ada efek baru.
Oh, the previous maps were themed around trendy stuff like music and fashion.
The theme this time is dinosaurs.
This is actually good. I'm actually interested with this. Like legit, aku tak sabar untuk ni terjadi.
Alien planet ruled by dinosaurs. With that as the theme, endanger and
Lawa tu, oh my god.
We wanted to give players a completely unique.
Kalau lah skin kita this kind of level.
Ow! Watch it!
Is this Hoyo live stream? It does look like it, yeah.
Just hang on. Almost
Ya,
got
ML
it.
dah buat macam Genshin dah. Gila dok.
So, for this new map,
Tirulah game
we've
sebelah
completely
kalau jarak
redesigned
selipak.
most of the creeps. The Lord,
But this looks
Turtle,
good though.
and both
The
orange
dinosaur looks
and
good though.
purple buffs. This is a first for us. We're rolling out a limited time dinosaur game
Harap
mode
bawa
to
orang
go with
kampung.
it. A new game mode and a new map all in one update. That's
New
another
game
first
mode?
for MLBB.
New game mode. Popo skin baru.
Oh, so this is what you've been secretly
Okay,
working on.
Rafaela skin baru.
Yes. The new
Joy
mode
Hit
is
skin baru.
designed to intensify
Okay.
fights over the Lord and neutral
Dengan
creeps in
limited
the
time,
river.
aku rasa
Trust me,
limited time tapi
this
mungkin
is
berbulan
gonna
lah.
be a game changer. See for yourself.
Okay. Ui, Lord boleh campak orang. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. Tapi aku nak tengok, aku nampak creep lain dia ada efek baru.
The All-Star World.
The
Dia buat Starlight Annual.
Yep, we've prepared
Air barat tak
tons
ada
of
ke?
goodies for everyone in this year's
Duh, Lord boleh campak orang. What the heck?
Let's check them out.
Whoa! A dinosaur park!
First is the main
Munton,
event.
aku tak minta
Players can
banyak
get a
Munton.
free
Aku nak satu je game mode datang balik.
special skin, and it's
Bagilah
painted
chest TD.
version for Popo and Koopa.
Bagilah chest TD, tolong ah.
And get
4 years negative one
dinosaur-themed
skin.
skin and other rich rewards by purchasing the pass.
Wow!
Plus, there will be server-wide events, battle privileges, more
Okay.
free skins, promo diamond event, and more.
Dengan cerita Ryzen masuk ML,
lot
itu
of
betul.
rewards to look forward to.
I lost count of all the rewards.
Chest TD peak game mode. Bila tu chest TD?
So, when does All-Stars start?
June 27th. We'll see you there.
Macam mana aku nak?
Oh,
Aku macam nak cakap lah kat Munton, boleh tak?
concludes today's stream.
Oh, tak tunjuk lain ke?
Long-awaited lane pre-selection for selection when team composition.
Yang ni aku 50-50 lah. Yang ni aku 50-50.
Any
Okay.
peeks at the
4 years boy, sorry. Kejap, aku tunjuk aku tunjuk. Sebab ada satu tau yang aku nampak. Dorang nampak apa? Nah, MBB new map. Tak apalah, when it comes out lah. Kita tengok nanti lah. But it looks cool though, guys. It looks cool. It looks good. Okay, draft dah start.
There's no Badang. Oh,
Tapi nampak bagus kan, guys?
there's no Badang. They go for the Granger.
Fel, kau ada main Genshin ke, Fel? Kalau ada nak add, wife aku yang main. Wife aku main.
Oh, they don't go low.
Repost relevant ke? So, jaya, sabar. High first pick.
Again, not a big fan of that, but I understand the Gatot is a way usually to deal
Higher
with
first pick,
the
okay.
Granger.
Bengkalia,
But also,
okay,
you know,
good.
I think it should still be the
Apa
Farsa,
yang
I
open
guess,
lah? Aku
right?
rasa macam ada
there's
benda yang
nothing
open.
that's
Astaghfirullahaladzim.
stopping it. This is like the composition that they
Kejap,
did well
kejap.
up against in game 1. A Granger and a Gatot started the draft.
It outranges the Granger too. I think that's a big thing that they need
Test,
to
test, test,
consider.
test,
But
test.
they go for a Nino pick first.
test.
Obvious.
Yeah, should be Farsa. Play with that trio mid up top in the XP as well. Right? And then for RQ, they
Okay, dah, okay dah.
that's a good Phobius pick to deny the
Fanny,
lane.
daripada game
Now,
satu orang tak
the
ambil
lane as
Fanny.
well, maybe to go up against the Hayabusa for RQ and last
Daripada game
pick,
satu orang tak ambil
right?
Fanny.
And the Phobius finds a lot of value when he is up against the lane, especially in the early game.
Kimi, okay.
With the Baksha ban, they actually go for the Kimi. RQ even more reason to go
Aku
for
rasa
the
patut
link
ambil
now,
link.
right? You get a lot of
Kena
value
ambil
up
link.
against the
Kalau
Haya
link tak
and
ambil,
the
confirm ban.
Kimi. It's just the phobias that you have to deal with later. But you already have a Gatot Kacha technically to deal with it. So
Kenapa Kimi not priority? Boleh kena counter. Kena counter dengan assassin macam Suyo susah sikit. Boleh tapi susah sikit. Link lagi senang.
Yeah, because so far the picks for Sutsujin is very, very limited unless, as Keskut said, they want to bring out that 60% of playoffs, maybe especially for Sutsujin. But do they want to go actually for a Farsa here?
Okay, dorang ambil Farsa, so dorang tak nak link.
So, not a link.
Selain daripada tu
just
apa
yet.
lagi ya? Banyak assassin
For
boleh lagi.
Alter
Lance
Ego,
boleh,
they
Hanzo
can
boleh.
technically flex this Kimi towards the gold lane, even though it's not really a thing anymore, I think. Especially the playoffs.
Yeah.
But
Fandom war tu apa?
I don't know.
Antara dua fanbase, dorang bergaduh tentang sesuatu. Lucas pun aku rasa macam tak sesuai.
For RQ.
Yeah.
Like RQ ban Irithel.
I mean RQ, yeah.
Maybe the Irithel plus Moskov too, because this would be...
Yeah.
Oh, that might be too greedy though when you already have the Kimi. So yeah, Harith is a better choice. Yeah, Harith and Irithel would be the better choice. Just take away the rated 5
Hari Irithel, AE ban Link, Fredrin. Okay. Fredrin okay. Aku dah minat Kimi. Sekali klasik, semua match banyak assassin tak hidup. Ya, dia memang susah.
They have a Kimi and Haya.
RQ dorang ada
The link is
chance
still
untuk
really
last
good.
pick
Yes.
Fanny juga sebenarnya.
RQ will have a lot of damage. Maybe a kind of a greedy composition if they still go for
Kalau
lane.
dorang ban Moskov, dorang nak ambil Fanny.
But it works. Because Alter Ego need a lot of
Tapi
resources
sepatutnya
too
dorang ban
in
Irithel.
Haya, and
Sepatutnya dorang ban
possibly still
Irithel.
a gold laner that we
Tapi kalau dorang ban
have yet to
Irithel,
see.
AE, dorang boleh ambil 1-1 tau. Dorang boleh ambil 1-1, 1-1 Cho. 1-1 Cho, 1-1 Franco.
For UGA, 5 picks, it's actually pretty high compared to the
Fandom
other
Watas.
later, but the numbers for the win rate.
Oh, atas ni. Oh, ni eh. Oh, ni dia je cakap je. Berapa ramai orang vote E menang, berapa ramai orang vote RQ menang.
Just kind of, I was gonna say Lucas.
Manglu.
Might be an option, but Glue. Just to secure a matchup for Mr. Tyrant.
Majin Buu, $6.98. Aku support the chess TD suggestion. Please bawa balik and update. Get it gila siut.
Resources they need, but if they're really just banking on winning out in the early game, then I'd still say sure, Ling. It's really good against Kimi, really good against Hayabusa, and the CC is actually a really good pick against the Phobius. So remember how we were talking about the Phobius being a pick to deny the Ling? If you have CC shutting down the Phobius in lane, the Ling should technically be enabled to go for the Kimi and the fights in the turtle early. Alter Ego need a bit more prio in their composition. I don't know what will get them enough prio at this point.
Okay dah. Aku dah cakap kat dorang.
Oh, that is not prio.
Oh man,
Aku dah cakap dah kat dorang.
Khalid, but
against this,
Khalid kelot
it's good.
For like, I like to be invasive, especially towards
lembut-lembut kalau one pick.
Against the Farsa, against the Granger, it makes them
MPL pun ada fikir, betul. MPL pun ada fikir.
in the early game, but
Masih meminta Karakuri ada kat English Dash satu kali tak cukup.
that's where the
Okay, diorang ambil
the main
Lucas
problem
jungle
comes.
Tapi aku macam
And this is
50-50 lah
also
Lucas ni.
another problem in Lucas.
Okay.
Because seeing the CC, I understand.
Aku macam sure tak sure lah.
Waiting earlier on, but
Mirko or Gideon, they're both very different. Mirko is 100% play-by-play, tapi Gideon, dia Death Host bagus.
alright, so there it is. The signature
Sorry, try man.
pick in for Sutsujin here in
Laphel, apa dah tak nampak Gideon kat MPL versus ni? Ada lah. Ada je cast English. Aku dah berapa kali cast dengan dia.
Will RRQ be able to go match point? Or will Alter Ego get to that point?
Mungkin dia tak cast game-game yang hype kot.
Let's throw it over to our casters.
Thank you, panelists.
Laphel.
We are en route to game
Bro, rindu
number
Laphel
3.
tiba.
And what has been a nail biter
Gideon last playoff
series.
tak lah.
They're both equal, 1-1. Who will break the deadlock and confirm
Nak dua
match
chest TD
point?
balik.
It is game number 3 of RRQ Hoshi against Alter
One
Ego.
caster you wish to bring to MY, Mirko lah. He's a good friend. Tapi aku rasa for viewership kan, Brigida. I think Brigida will. Aku rasa antara Mirko dengan Brigida, aku rasa ramai orang lagi setuju untuk bawa Brigida datang Malaysia. Boleh request caster game final, tak boleh. Semua dah lock dah.
Interesting draft.
Tapi sebab korang tahu BM kan, aku rasa korang takkan complain pasal BM punya cast.
For Alter Ego alongside the
Korang takkan complain pasal BM. Wolf, dia macam pandai sangat. Dia not really what Malaysia need right now. Sunfrost cast. Korang cuma tak tengok game yang dia cast je. Thank you tu RM6. Semoga dimurahkan rezeki yang sihat selalu, Fel. Thank you very much, Amiruddin Azhari. Brigida jadi Amoy pause. Aku kasih English. Kau terus message ya. Thanks for trying. Let's bring back Chess TD. Yeah, we need Chess TD, man. Kenapa tak Fanny je? Fanny dia memang high risk lah. Dia macam bila kau tak jadi je, satu team terus pening nak buat macam mana. Setuju hidup Bri. And aku tengok cast BI. Ui, hidup lagi Toy. English, aku kasih English. Saya undi host Singapore. Brigida single tapi susah nak dapatkan dia. GG.
Level 4 for the Lucas versus Sutsujin. So no Sacred Beast form. No Jinchuruki.
Kalau jungle tak bisa Fanny lah. Dua-dua boleh. Tapi memang Fanny tu dia once tak jadi terus pening.
That's a flicker from Arfi. A bit far. But back to the emblems we go. Brave Smite.
Waktu MPL MY hari tu, audio problem, production inform caster ke. Biasanya dia akan bagi tahu kat WhatsApp. Tak WhatsApp dia akan bagi tahu dekat finger lah. Tapi lagi selamat kat WhatsApp lah. Ataupun kita sendiri yang akan tanya and then diorang akan jawab situ. Fanny kalau jadi, Fanny carry. Tak jadi, Fanny GB. Cheryl, yeah, but okay. Yeah, honestly, Cheryl is amazing. I wouldn't mind having her.
It's going to be a roamer for now as Nino will be next. That's a 2-for-1. But Alter Ego, for the first time in the series, they got the first turtle in the game.
Kenapa kalau Soyu kena ban, Baxi auto di ban? Ya ke? Soyu jarang kena ban, jadi I tak sure. Baxi ban tu okay. Baxi ban tu memang okay. Tapi Soyu jarang nampak kena ban. Ya, tak tengok pula game.
Snipe from above catches Hijue lacking. And now it's RRQ containing that pressure again. Alter Ego are on the move. They want to look for that pick off.
Caster dalam WhatsApp group dorang tengah setuju.
Is super strong early
Sif
on.
cakap yes, lepas tu Aidin
As you
cakap
mentioned,
only if ada muntah
the
Malaysia
lead
dalam
can
group ni.
jump into the
Cakap
backline.
lol.
You would like to be in the backline, especially against a Farsa. The Granger as well kind of is heavily immobilized once you have the Raging Sandstorm onto him. Sure, he has the Rondo, but it's kind of a short dash, and now Dyron is going to be able to run back. Traction pulse though.
Hunters 1, 3v1. That's not a good number for Dyron. Punished. And RRQ, no compensation so far.
That's a good kill because you really want to give that winning lane to Nino, but again, the CC makes things hard. Blind Feather Airstrike, blazing duet.
Just to clear the wave. Nothing too crazy just yet here as RFE needs that item, those items to be a factor. And yeah, it seems like tempo gone down. Gold still very, very low on the gap.
Yeah, Bloodwing's first purchase for Rins because he knows he needs to be much more defensive. He needs to be
ML dah final
able
ke?
to
Grand final belum
distance
lagi?
himself. And that extra shielding will help on, I think, initiations early on against the Khalid. But Dyron again, Vengeance popped.
AOG.
Oh, nice. Come back.
Oh my goodness, the Raging Sandstorm.
Nak bunuh Nino ni susah betul lah. Rins. Do it, Rins. Baik tu.
RRQ. They have adjusted from the earlier setup and now they
Dyron ni keras tu.
Again.
Yes, tadi aku dah nampak ada komen cakap Rin pakai Haya 3 kali. Ya, duk.
Even invading deep
Sampai first
into
pick, oh, Haya.
Rins territory. But as of now, he's content with leaving that B. They get the turtle as well. So RRQ stabilize everything. They even are able to swing.
Kalau rasa Hylos tu beta ke sebab MOS ke pakai tapi PH dengan ID tak sangat. Taklah, Hylos dia dah memang kurang sedikit dah. Glue adalah Hylos yang baru. And sebenarnya kat Malaysia pun dah start tak pakai dah. Tapi bila dah tak ada option lain, pakailah Hylos. And Hylos ni dia akan pick untuk lawan dengan Fovius. Hylos counter bagus untuk Fovius. So Hylos dia lebih pada situational pick lah. Dia bukan top pick. Tapi memang kalau Fovius dah tak ada, Glue dah tak ada, and lepas tu enemy pun tak ambil CC, ambil lah Hylos. Shouldn't be a problem. Sebab hero pool Rin kecil, takkan cuman Rin's first item Black Wings. I think it's respectable. Sebab lawan dengan Haya, Khalid dengan Kimi, I think it's respectable. Cuma tu lah, healing kurang, dia tak boleh tolak healing, which is bad. It is really bad, but aku still boleh faham lah,
Arfi up top. He's still not.
Fanny dulu tak aku. Fanny di Malaysia dipaksa, betul?
Just there chilling because no items.
Sampai Sekai sakit mata tengok. Hylos mangsa buff dominance eyes. Honestly, yeah. I agree. Which by the way, dorang kata item pun kena adjust Aku tak sabar betul lah patch note baru nak keluar. Tak sabar nak tengok patch note baru. Bukan pakai klik, aku tak tahu. Pasal medal aku tak tahu. Nice dog. What is the definition of hero kolam? Hero yang boleh pakai revitalize. Hero boleh pakai revitalize. Revitalize tu dia nampak macam kolam kan. Which team do you think will be the first to grand finals? Kalau macam ni aku rasa on it lah. I think on it. Because on it is looking very strong. On it's looking very strong.
Now it's just up to them enabling Toy. But RRQ, they want to play with the turtle. Nino is close by. Hijume might get caught.
Gotta be careful. Hijume flicker.
Boom! Mati kau.
Finds a fireball to take
and then Dream kesorangan. Okay. Kali ni Suzuki dah start perform balik dah.
As the turtle, the last one is still up.
That's the Biju Dama right there. A tail beast bomb from Naruto. And now RRQ.
Oi, dapat 3 terus. Dark Wave kena 3 tapi damage tak ada. Astaghfirullahaladzim, damage tak ada. Memaksa, setup dah cantik, damage tak ada. Arfi, apa function Oracle? Hybrid defend, cooldown 10%. Lepas tu dia tingkatkan kau punya shield dengan heal. Jadi hero yang ada shield dengan heal tu bagus lah. Macam Kalia, Badang.
Oh no. Flicker's out of danger.
Rin dapat tu. Tapi is it worth it though? I think it's not worth it though. Actually okay lah sebab kau dah kalah goal. Dapat something tu kira okay lah.
RRQ with a margin.
I'm not a fan of either team, but I hope AE wins so I can talk shit.
7K now.
You want to talk shit about RRQ? Faham? Opinion orang Kaja jungler only jadi kalau ada Luye dengan chip. Ada dua cara untuk bagi dia flicker. Kaja tak boleh jadi jungler sebab dia tak boleh pakai flicker. Dan korang yang pakai Kaja tahulah betapa pentingnya flicker untuk Kaja kan. Tapi bila ada Luye dengan chip, dia tak ada flicker pun tak apa. Dia ada cara untuk pergi belakang.
Sandstorm defensively, but shadow kill.
Oh, no threat whatsoever with that
Okay,
shadow.
Susujin tak boleh tukar lagi. Okay.
Move forward and
What happened to TLID? Too one-dimensional. Terlampau berharap dekat Favian. Favian punya hero semua kena ban. Terus tak boleh buat apa.
Absolute blunder there from the Lucas.
Too one-dimensional.
Sujin. And so far item check.
Sampai Idok terpaksa buat dominance dulu Tapi tak apalah sebab lawangan keluar ni hero attack speed. It makes sense. Oi, mati terus. Mati terus. Farsa is so good right now, dude. Farsa is so good. Tunggulah Wu Zetiang. Kalau Farsa pun dah kuat macam ni. Idok sebenarnya Kelantanis katanya. Oh, ya ke? Idok lah.
Rin has been totally shut down in this game.
Berapa lama hero baru boleh digunakan lepas release? 2 minggu. By MSC dah boleh pakai lah. Sebab aku rasa minggu depan dah keluar dah hero tu.
Nasty damage already.
MSC pula start berapa? 20, 21, 22.
Oh my goodness.
Rin sekarang solo kill semua orang. Dia baik do Rin 604 do Rin. Rafa boleh meta balik tak next batch? Kita kena test dulu, kita kena test. Kita kena test. Sebab katanya item pun akan tukar. Item tukar banyak hero buff dengan nerf kan. Jadi aku rasa ni patch yang besar gila. Aku rasa ni patch yang besar. Jadi kita kena tengok. Kalau Rafa dia ada combo yang bagus, then baru boleh pakai. Kalau Rafa seorang je bagus tapi tak ada combo dengan sesiapa, then tak priority lah. Baik do RRQ. Sekarang ada 18, the new hero. 18, next week lah. Kan sebab sekarang pun dah 12. So 6 more days. 6 hari lagi.
So far it's a stop. I'm trying to probe onto possible win.
Jadi hari Rabu.
I think it was always the dive.
RV dari game 2 macam tak ada function.
Just jumping onto the
Betul.
faces of RRQ. But it feels like as of now, it's all tamed down.
Aduh Rin, takkan cuma Haya kalau macam ni buat ambil GB. Itulah guys. I'm a Sonic, we'll watch your restream later. Tadi tengok main bahasa page for 40, mad love for your castles man. Thank you Majimbo, thank you Majimbo.
Impervious at this point.
It's right, you can watch that, it's okay.
A menace.
The restream is cool and all, but you don't have to. I appreciate it though. Endless battle buff regen dengan max HP. Oh ya ke? So PSC dia boleh hidupkan balik team. Ya, satu orang. Tapi dia akan hidupkan dekat base. So we do have to see how useful that is. Kau teman lihat bila? Awal bulan 7. Awal bulan 7.
What, 2-3 members of Alter Ego and that
patch baru sekali dengan season baru kan? Itu I tak sure. Maybe, tapi I tak sure.
I think Alter Ego could play around that traction pulse. I mean, it's always a
betul korang PH kata Hero boleh jadi second best team in MPNY. There is a possibility. Boleh je jadi. Tapi kita kena tengok lah. Sebab kita nampak kan ada je team dah masuk dia terus choke.
Oh no shadow whatsoever, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, that was painful.
4 and 3. From Ren.
That was painful, man.
Ay, Shuriken's broken. Jutsu's gone. No chakra for Ren, and now they see.
Oi, bye, Dorin.
Will not do anything. Sujin though, finding an opening. Winner crown. Oh my goodness, he survives that. Now it's gonna be Dream Tijuman Nino defending vengeance pot by Darren. That's a pull, great taunt. But
baik, do RRQ. Oh, baik, do RRQ.
Toy is there to secure the kill.
That's how far ahead they are. Dorang buat mistake, dorang boleh delay, damage tak cukup untuk kill dorang, and then dorang dapat keluar.
Alter Ego, Hijume, even under pressure, shadow kill.
That's how far ahead RQ are right now. Oh, this is so one-sided. 417, bro. Kalau lah ML ni ada ultimate battle fail, dah 128 hero ni.
Good night.
Rin so Stormy, still Stormy. Dia boleh buat hebat macam mana pun, still Stormy. Semalam Baxia adalah kunci, tapi Baxia dah kena ban. Macam mana nak main ini?
it's kind of sad they were able to present
Apa beza
a
micro
very,
dengan
very
macro?
competitive
Micro
number one,
adalah
but now,
apa-apa yang berkenaan
when it
dengan
comes
hero,
to
macro adalah apa-apa
where it
yang
matters
berkenaan
the
dengan
most,
map.
Alter Ego,
Micro, MI, perkara yang
can't
kecil.
really deliver.
MA, perkara yang besar.
and now
Makro
Rince
adalah perkara yang
with
besar.
the truncheon purchase previously as a splash damage.
And jadi
And
contohnya,
look at that
berapa
poke
bagus kau pakai high
coming
besar.
in from
Kau punya
RRQ,
itemization.
Setsujin stuck. He could
Kau
be
punya
dead.
Setsujin. Okay,
Huge knock up
NTCC
there from
dah
the
ada
Lord,
ni.
but Setsujin recovers. That's gonna be Dyron popping the vengeance.
Bro,
Oh my
Arfi,
goodness,
what are you doing, Arfi?
Down again.
Ya, aku nak
Ladies
tengok.
and
Aku,
gentlemen,
ya, Arfi kena ikat ke? Kalau Arfi kena ikat, aku macam boleh terima sikit. Aku nak tengok Arfi ni kena ikat ke? Dengan
huge
sesiapa?
knock up there from the Lord, but Setsujin
Tak, yang kena ikat
recovers.
Rini dengan
That's gonna
Ijumi.
be Dyron popping
Arfi,
the
kau buat...
vengeance. Oh my goodness, Arfi taken down again. And ladies and gentlemen, Rin finally finds a kill, but immediately traded back, and Nino will be isolated. 4 members down and out. That's going to be RRQ pushing for the base.
It's just Hijube staring down at the army
Best
of the
besar putra.
kingdom. He lives to tell the terrors of the
Bunuh dalam base,
kings
bunuh dalam
of
base. Ah!
kings, and they will secure match point.
Bunuh dalam base.
22 kills to 5 kills.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was
Cuma
a
dia tak hina macam mana Stormy buat, tapi still dapat bunuh orang dalam
They
base.
will take the lead. in
What do you
this
think
best
BTR
of
fumbled yesterday?
5.
Easy,
And
the
Alter
draft.
Ego.
What was the draft,
Wow.
man? What was the draft?
They need a complete reset.
Hazel
after
moment. That is
game.
the Hazel.
Was a non-factor
They gave
against
the
Farsa
Stormy
and
Hazel
Rince
treatment.
show.
Macam kena ton Arfi.
This is how you play a Farsa.
Apa beza hero pool dengan unit hero? Sama lah. Sama-sama.
Well, I think what Alter Ego were
Stormy
trying to
taruh Sanji
achieve
ke? I would say so, yeah.
from the get-go, it just didn't come to fruition. It didn't really happen.
Arfi kena demam
And you know,
panggung tu.
They are under pressure now. Match point for RRQ. One more
Mencabar
win
bagi wakil-wakil Malaysia di
to
MSC nanti.
secure
Tim banyak yang hebat.
a royal derby in the upper
Kalau kalah,
bracket
kau prefer
finals.
max level atau max
And a
item?
step closer to MSC. But again,
Max
things can turn.
item.
We know what Alter Ego
Tapi
can
by
do.
that time, kau memang dah
Yesterday,
max level lah.
I mean, it's a reverse sweep. What is the 1 game margin, right?
Memang
Still
boleh.
a possibility over
I mean,
there, but this was
kalau
the
kau dah
last
max
fight.
level,
Setsujin
tak
was
semestinya
just
kau
jumping
max
in.
item. Tapi
Nobody
kalau kau dah max
was
item,
able to
confirm kau
stop
max
the
level.
Lucas, not even the Khalid. The Khalid melted down in the hands of Naruto and Kurama.
Kalau ada item yang boleh improve ulti
Obviously,
macam Agnian Sector, okay tak?
panelists,
I think it'll be okay.
help
Tapi
us. What
entah,
went wrong for Alter Ego? So I turn
tengok
on
next game, AE kalau tak ban
Take it
Haya,
away.
diorang akan guna. Tak faham kenapa ulti Ego turunkan Heist. What's the prediction for Onyx versus RQ potentially? I think Onyx is looking good. I think Onyx can actually become champions this time.
Thank you so much, Realize. Thank you so much, Goni. Match
Boleh explain tak jungler Kaja pick by Onyx semalam?
posed a question.
Dia macam ni je. Kalau kau dapat
2 from Anax Scandal Mars. Error 404 no payer FYO 41 yes.
Thank you anak Scandal Mas. Aero 44 no, RV 041 yes. Dia macam ni lah. Kalau kau ada Chip, Lui dengan Masha, kau ada 3 ni, jungle kau ambil lah apa-apa. Kau nak ambil Julian ke, kau nak ambil Kaja ke, kau nak ambil Alucard ke, semua boleh. Hero pool sama dengan unit hero, lain pula dengan signature comfort hero. Dia macam ni je. Kaja tu memang okay. Tapi kalau kau tengok game tu balik, kau akan nampak yang Kaja tu still tak okay. Antaranya, tak ada interaction yang special. Kyrie kalah 2 level lawan dengan Suyo Fabian. Fabian tu ada mati, and then si Kyrie Kaja ada kill, tapi Kyrie level 7, Fabian level 9. Nampak betapa lambatnya Kaja tu farm. And lepas tu kau boleh cakap Kaja tu ikat orang supaya dia dapat turtle lot. Benda tu betul. Tetapi kalau kau dah memang leading macam tu, it doesn't matter bro. It doesn't matter. And time tu kau pakai Kimi jungle pun kau boleh dapat turtle lot. That's not an issue. Bila kau dapat Lui, Chip dengan Masha, and tiga-tiga ni pandai main, jungle kau ambil lah apa-apa. Kau ambil Uranus ke, kau ambil High Loss ke, kau ambil Baxia, kau ambil apa lagi, kau ambil Akai ke, sama je. I feel like RQ show is strong but Geek Fam looks better. Kenapa only Malaysia je suka taunting bila win? Kita taklah suka sangat taunting bila win pun. Tapi lebih kepada kita punya taunting, dia tak cringe sangat lah. Kita punya taunting is very funny, very sarcastic. And orang tak marah sangat sebab people know it's a joke. Melainkan kau vamos. Kau vamos, kau bernafas pun orang akan marah. Vamos je kau tak boleh taunting. Tapi aku rasa lepas ni vamos, dia akan taunting je. Kalau dia bernafas pun salah, might as well buat dia salah.
And shout out to Rince, by the way. One of the plays that
Yeah, it's like the Paquito Fredrin
so
pick.
early on that feathered airstrike. He knows that he can get
Grafoni tu pakai extra jago dia menang, betul? Kajak Kyrie di gedung tim dia sebenarnya. Kalau hero lain mungkin Kyrie carry. Nampak okey sebab tim snowball. Kalau tak Kaja tu sayu je betul. Like the Kaja is okay, but at the same time dia okay sebab ada pick-pick yang lain. Sebab kita tengok lepas tu Onyx dah main beberapa game tak pernah ambil Kaja lagi. Tak pernah ambil Kaja lagi. Selain Masha ada pilihan lain ke Fel? Oh memang kena 3 hero tu. Apa-apa hero damage yang kuat macam Benedetta pun boleh. Benedetta Masha macam tu okey. Cuma Masha lagi senang daripada Bennett and dia direct and dia dapat counter banyak benda berbanding dengan Bennett. Tapi katakan Masha tu ban and boleh pakai Benedetta pun boleh. Lepas tu tengoklah meta akan datang. Kalau katakan Zilong top pick, ambil lah Zilong. Which team looks better, Gig or RRQ? I think RRQ. RRQ. Best tengok Yesu balas taunting dekat MPL Latam. Why tak taunting kalau boleh taunting? Kita menang, kita ada bragging right. Zilong EXP boleh zoning MMPL.
We know him for the assassin,
aku macam a part of me, aku nak tengok Zilong kena buff. But a part of me tak nak lawan dengan Zilong yang kena buff. Faham tak? Sebab Zilong bila dia kuat, bukannya dia menang team fight sangat pun. Dia just push je. Jadi bila kau menang, bila kau kalah, kau rasa macam kenapa aku main game ni? Faham tak? Game tu aku sebagai Rom, aku 2-0-22 and then aku kalah and then aku rasa macam kenapa aku main rank hari ni? Bila kalah dengan Zilong split push, kau faham tak? Jadi aku macam nak tengok Zilong makin kuat tapi at the same time aku tak nak kalah kena split push dengan Zilong. Zilong ngeri weh, laju sangat betul. Jadi kau faham tak? Aku macam game tu bila aku kalah dengan Zilong, aku macam letak phone kejap pasal aku berfikir. Aku tengok atas, aku tengok kiri, tengok kanan kan. Pasal aku macam aku ni sebenarnya kuat ke tak? Aku pandai ke tak main game ni sebenarnya? Pasal aku menangis, pasal aku fikir macam adakah aku patut ban Zilong lepas ni? Aduh hai. Kita dah tahu diorang akan sidai kan guys. Sebenarnya dah 9:30 kan. Aku solat je guys lah. Apa ambil masa ni untuk solat. ML ni global ban, Zilong China ulti gelak. Zilong weh macam mantu, datang-datang tusuk angkat mampus. Zilong mood gelak lagi serang. Nak canggah fungsi push clear minion. Zilong Mia paling sakit. Aku macam okey lagi kalah dengan Mia. Kalah dengan Zilong aku rasa geram betul. Jangan aku solat jap.
You really want to go for a Sky Piercer? I think at that point they were already losing. So chances are it's not going to work. He's not going to be able to execute these guys in the front lines. And traction pulls barely deals any damage. You got engaged on, but pretty much all 5 guys of RRQ, especially Rince, putting a bounty on his head. Complete domination in the mid lane.
Oh. Yeah. I'm just confused again looking at it. The Lucas pick was also just really good after the CC. Like, get that winning lane. It was already a greedy composition with the CC. I thought it was going to be Link still because it just looked like such a better early game draft that they could pull off the Link. And it would be more of a shutdown to the Kimmy. But hey, if you need a bit more utility, the Lucas fits in perfectly. And it is a hero that we have seen Sutsujin play to very, with a very good performance in the regular season.
Yeah, for the Lucas, it was always Albert and Sutsujin. Right, so we finally get to see that once again. So that was pretty cool. But man, as you guys were talking, as the casters were also casting the Kingdom and their energy, I still can't get over it. I want to get a little, sneak peek as to how things are going with Alyssa over there to see a little bit more of what's going on in the situation right now.
Hai, Hai, kembali lagi bersama Alisa melaporkan langsung dari MPL Festival di Jakarta International Velodrome. Hari ini Alisa melihat suasananya begitu ramai dan kayaknya para super fans langsung pada nempel-nempelin wish mereka di wish wall ini. Kayak kita bakal culik kali ya salah satu dari super fans di sini untuk kita ajak ngobrol kali ya. Boleh kali ya, nih ada yang di belakang Alisa. Permisi, halo. Boleh kesini, aku culik bentar nih. Namanya siapa nih kakak?
Rofik.
Kak Taufik, kamu super fans dari apa nih?
RRQ dong, masa
Kelihatan ya, udah kingdom abis nih ya. Gimana nih, kamu di MPL Festival udah dari tadi pagi, tadi siang apa gimana?
Dari tadi siang.
Dari tadi siang ya. Nah, dari tadi siang kamu udah di sini melihat suasananya seperti apa nih?
Sumpah, ini meriah banget, ramai banget dan sumpah bikin excited banget sih.
Bikin excited banget ya. Tapi kamu sendiri siapa sih memprediksi yang bakal dua tim menjadi perwakilan Indonesia di MSC?
RRQ sama Onyx sih.
RRQ sama Onyx, wah RRQ obviously kamu Kingdom. Kalau Onyx kenapa nih?
Karena mereka dari tiap season itu improve terus dan konsisten sih.
Improve dan konsisten ya. Apalagi hari ini juga Onyx berhasil menang ya atas match tadi ya. Dan kamu sendiri mau nulis wish apa nih?
Wishnya RRQ go to MSC.
Kasih lihat dong, kasih lihat dong. Keren banget dan semoga beruntung ya RRQ bisa lanjut ke MSC. Thank you so much Taufik. Enjoy MPL Festival dan jangan lupa teman-teman semua, aku tunggu kehadiran kalian di MPL Festival karena ada berbagai keseruan yang pastinya gratis dan langsung aja datang. See you di MPL Festival.
Thank you so much, Alyssa, for that quick update over at the MPL Festival where there is a wish wall. So you guys can actually come over, write down your wish, put it on the wall. Well, that's what a wish wall is essentially.
Wow.
But it's pretty cool. And she also mentioned how packed it is up front. And
you know what's proven to work?
You know what else is cool?
Go ahead, guys.
That's your job.
What do you mean?
It's
What
your
is my job?
To market this.
Yeah, I was getting to that, but yeah, I was about to say, you know, you guys are, for those of you guys at the MPL Festival, obviously if you're there the entire day, it can get a little bit hot, but how can you remain cool? And that is Head and Shoulders.
I prefer the lemon one, honestly. Yeah,
Okay.
menthol version definitely helps with the cool in, but I prefer to stay fresh, you know, have that cool lemon scent that Sheffin actually hates.
Both are great, you know, both are refreshing, both
Equally
are
great.
No, one is better than the other. I think this one is better. You know?
Switching opinions.
Oh,
Despite
I like
the-
the lemon one more. So whichever kind of guy or gal you guys are, you have two flavors there that you can, you know, explore around. 100% itchy, wet dandruff, yuck. It gets 100% wiped out with Head and Shoulders. But also, on that note, we do want to remind you, Kyla Food is at a discount of 50%. So you guys can actually scan the QR code to, you know, check that out because holy crap, it's so good.
It actually is. We bought them just now.
We actually did, you know, this, well, we actually bought the baso achi, right? It was
Well,
a block.
you know, it's in their stands, but
That's true.
it kind of counts, right? It's so good, especially when you put in a bit of a sambal there. Just a touch of sambal. Midnight put it too much, and right now he is still in the toilet for about 2 hours.
Yeah.
Trying to figure out how to fix the problem.
Late night cravings, lazy days when you can't be bothered to
Midnight
cook.
cravings.
Midnight cravings, emergency hunger situations, all here. This is your solution.
That's
This
it.
instance of black absolutely slaps. Eterna, do you know what a block is?
I do.
Believe it or not,
Yeah.
this guy does not know what a block is
So this
before he bought
entire
it.
time when we're talking about the Ultra.
I thought it was just a term for Onyx fans.
Oh.
Have you actually tried a real subblock before?
No, why are Onyx fans called Sablak? What does that?
I don't even know.
Because honestly, the reason why is because generally women like sablak.
Oh, that makes so much sense.
Do you
So
like Sablak?
I don't.
So the thing is,
You're not a or
yeah, usually college students and uni students, they are really into spicy food and late night cravings. It's all solved with the subblock. It's so easy to make. Well, not really. You know, it's pretty much a lot of MSGs, a touch of salt, and the ingredients are pretty cheap too. And
Yeah,
by the way,
yeah.
we're actually promoting Kyla food, not just a block.
Yeah, talking about Kyla food because women at a certain time of the month sometimes they like to crave spicy food. That's where the sablak comes in.
Oh,
Right?
I've heard of this time of the month.
That's very sexist, Rush.
A rush?
Gani?
That does not. Who am I? I realize.
Yeah. Because we're both Jawa.
Wait, really?
Yeah, we're both Jawa.
Are you?
Yeah.
You're Javanese, both?
Who and who?
Realize.
Oh, realize.
Are you Javanese?
A little.
What do you mean a little?
I have mixtures.
Doesn't count. Mixtures.
Yeah.
That's an
So you don't
interesting way to put it.
you don't count half?
Technically, yes. I'm a Javanese and Sundanese. A touch like a sprinkle. Whatchamacallit? Yeah, a sprinkle of Netherlands, believe it or not. Dutch. And also like 10% Arabic.
Virgil van Scheffen.
Huh?
Virgil van Scheffen.
Can you name 3 Dutch players without a fan in his name?
With a van?
Without a fan.
Without a van. Cody Gakpo. I can. Why am I thinking about this? De Ligt. And then, hold up. I know this one. Give me a sec here. Why am I. Xavi Simmons.
Okay.
That's pretty fast.
That was actually pretty slow. I should have more. There are a lot on my team.
It's harder than you thought.
I can go for more.
Sure.
Just need a little bit more time.
Yeah.
But do Alter Ego have time?
I mean, they have quite a bit of time to figure out what's wrong here, but will they solve it? I think that's the main question.
Yeah.
And I think the answer for me right now is no.
I think they have time, but I don't think they have
enough time.
I don't think they have the strats really. I mean, at this point, like against BTR yesterday, it really felt like BTR were the ones to outthink themselves and to out-strategize themselves.
Yeah.
Here for RRQ, they are really just keeping it simple. After trying to change things, after trying to play a different game in game number 1, they've gone back to their roots, gone back to how they've won in the regular season, gone back to 40%.
So speaking of like going back, technically Alter Ego yesterday won with a completely different kind of formation, right? Rin on more utility, tank, and Nino more on damage. But today, it's a completely different look for Alter Ego. We're looking at the Alter Ego that we usually and commonly see in the regular season. Do you think that's an avenue that Alter Ego can explore today?
So the thing is, the only thing that they've tried with the utility jungler is Baksha. It's proven to work. The Fredrin does not. So that's the only thing that can allow them to play Nino on a damage jungler.
Damage XP?
Yeah, damage EXP. So maybe if you want to go crazy, because this is time to go crazy. This is a match elimination point for Alter Ego. Maybe just bring out something like, what else is there, Rico? Like what's other utility jungler that...
Baxia again.
It's banned out.
Technically, Alter Ego were the ones to ban it out 2 out of 3.
Oh, wait, by the way.
Oh, what's this? Who's the better Farsa user? You guys can actually vote. Type the player's name right now in the live chat to pick between Rins and Hijume. Because obviously, other than the Baxia pick, the contested pick that has been a common trend, especially in this match, is the Farsa. Okay, Miracle.
Or Reno. Was this Farsa not clean yesterday? Come on, guys. Come on.
Wow.
When he got his hands on Farsa. And then they were like, nah, never mind. You know, you're too good on the Farsa. We want to lose here.
As clean as their hotel rooms right now.
Oh, that is...
To be fair,
harsh.
They didn't even get hotel room.
Oh, okay.
So...
Exactly. It's non-existent, like their playoff run.
I could say the same thing about you, lady.
Hey, I made peace with it. It doesn't bother me. You can't hurt me.
One season wonder.
Can't hurt
At
me.
least you got something.
That's true. I don't... What's your SPS first runner-up? What's your MDL? Right? What color is your MDL?
Okay, I'm back.
And Alter Ego don't have an MPL. Oh, they have an MDL trophy, actually. Never mind.
Can you technically claim the women's trophy?
There are levels
Test.
to how petty and how desperate I am. I am not Ghani level of desperate yet.
Are you? Wow.
Yes.
I want to say something, but I don't want to.
I know you guys don't got the cojones to do it, so.
I bet you guys are talking about first pick, second pick, right?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Exactly.
Sure.
Exactly. Oh, so cute.
Oh, is that the Velociraptor?
That's a Velociraptor.
I've never seen that variant before. She's Hyper Velociraptor.
That's cool. That's cool.
Why is it Velociraptor? Why not Stegosaurus or like
It's
Giganotosaurus?
velocity.
Velocity. I don't think you
Velociraptor.
do a Velocir.
Is that a TikTok trend?
Yeah, velocity.
Test.
This is a draft.
Okay, nice. Terus masuk draft. Okay, tak payah tunggu lama.
Presented to you by the official tournament smartphone Samsung
Very good. This is what we
Galaxy
need. Ini yang kita perlukan
35G.
sebenarnya. Punya doi.
Ladies and gentlemen, this potentially could be the last chance for Alter Ego if they still want to make their way to the upper bracket finals. Will they be
Come
able
on,
to
RQ.
do that? It all depends
End it.
here
Habiskan terus.
in the drafts. Alter Ego
Okay,
on blue
AE
side,
first
RRQ
pick.
on the red side. Chip, Jushin,
Kita ban Kalia ni.
Ranger,
Jangan
ban
bagi
out.
Kalia. Jangan bagi Kalia.
RRQ
Kalia tu
taking
problem.
away the Baxia once again, and the Joy
Granger
also
using
goes
chip.
Should be still Kalia.
Baxia Joy. Yep,
This is
Kalia.
the reason we
Ni
haven't
Kalia
seen
ban.
Baxia picked
Whoa,
up by
Haya
Alter Ego
ban?
because it's banned out by RRQ in first pick. Baxia Joy and the Haya Kalea left open. I honestly feel like this should just be a Kalea pick for Alter Ego. Oh, this is going to be a full jungle ban. They are playing into what they think is tilt. Rin tilted in that game is what RRQ think, and now they're shutting him down.
So, like, what other options is there for Rin? He played the Lancelot, he played the Ling. Let's see the hero pool.
Suyo.
Dora betul-betul nak
That's it.
matikan
Joy,
Haya
Suyo, Lucas, Haya, and Ling. That's it.
That's Susujin.
Oh, Joy, Hanzo, Haya, Ling, Suyo, Fredrin, Lance, Leopard, Baxia, Export.
Yeah, you don't have to mention all of it.
Yeah, because
Damn.
some of the picks are okay. Kalea first pick for Alter Ego. Already RRQ. No Granger this time around.
Harit.
The Badang is
Harit.
left open. I think the
Harit
Badang
Badang.
should be picked up here
Yeah.
together with the Farsa. Right? It's been of crazy prio right
Harit
now.
Farsa pun okey. Harit Farsa.
I don't see any other pick.
Malaysia kena buat stage macam ni lah baru best. Dia kalau ada duit lah.
Or they can utilize the goal lane take later.
Yep, Harit.
They actually want to go for the
Harit
Harit
Badang
first. So
dia.
Harit Badang, right?
Harit kata okey.
They really like the Gatot,
They
man.
really do.
I don't understand. Like, yes, the flex is there, but so is Badang, and it's a better matchup.
Patut guna GB game ni kau pick Fendi bukan untuk menang. Tapi untuk hiburkan dekat viewer.
You know, jumped on, and Badang is technically a bit less tanky than a
Aku tak tahu kenapa diorang tak suka pick Gatot. Dah lah Gatot ni hero Indo.
You need a Farsa
Gatot ni
against
kuat lagi gila.
Harith, right?
Yeah, outranges it.
Burst. But do you still take away the Badang is my question now. Or do you want to just go Phobius and try to win out early?
I think it's gonna be a Phobius.
Phobius
Okay,
Farsa
we're
dah aku rasa.
talking about Nino's hero pool and
Phobius
the fact
Farsa
that
tu.
Execute Bandit, I believe in
Indo dah main dekat venue ni, so depa tak kerja ke maybe? Lui, aduh tak perasan Lui.
it is that
Diorang suka hero Malaysia. Ha lah, diorang suka hero Malaysia.
Jijume
Betul lah, diorang suka hero Malaysia.
Luoyi.
What's the win rate?
On Luoyi?
And Luoyi.
75% in 4 matches. So
Diorang lagi suka badan daripada Gatot.
And it's an early game pick that really now is good with the Phobius and
Kuasa
Kalea.
membeli Malaysia
So it's already
tak
a
kuat.
better early game comp.
Banding dengan Indo, sebab kita orang venue pun bayangkanlah kita buat gempak-gempak stage dah besar tapi orang tak datang.
Lucas should be the prime option, right?
I think RRQ can be
Sekarang dah final ni apa semua macam okey lah, orang dah beli tiket, orang akan datang lah. Dia macam kalau SRG, orang SRG Homeboys main, orang datang. Game lain orang tak datang. Eve, okay.
I thought maybe the Farsa would be the choice.
EWC tu nanti kot. EWC tu nanti. Dia memang macam tu sebab kita orang MPS sebelum ni kita boleh buat stage gempak. Kalau korang ingat season 7, season 8, season 10 gempak je kita punya stage. Time tu bajet banyak. Sekarang bajet dah tak banyak sangat. Jadi kita tak boleh nak buat gempak-gempak macam ni lah.
Are you sure about that?
The NPTR, bro.
I don't know.
So percaya cakap aku lah, percaya cakap aku. Kalau kau bagi MPM Malaysia dalam 12 juta USD, aku rasa 12 juta USD dia cukup untuk buat event gempak lah macam dekat Indo ni. Kalau setakat bagi 2 juta ke 3 juta USD aku rasa macam tak, aku rasa lah macam tak cukup untuk buat event gempak macam ID ni. Sebab dengan MPL kita aku rasa macam kita setakat apa ada maybe 500, maybe 700k max
For Rin?
USD.
For both. For
Sebab tu
Syzygy
kita punya
and
event
Rin.
macam tak ni sangat lah.
Let's see a big
USD
pick for
buat event ni
Syzygy.
mahal. Percaya cakapku dia mahal.
Maybe, right?
Dia
Yeah,
memang
simulated,
mahal.
but you know, it's
Dia
in
sangat mahal.
the same ballpark.
Yeah.
12 juta sampai dengan 9 juta pergi ke upper management.
Here's gonna be the Lucas or Fredrin, I believe.
I
Should
mean,
be.
there
Aku rasa
should be
macam
no
tak
avenue
lah, aku
to
rasa macam
shut down Lucas anyway, right?
PH franchise juga tapi tak gempak pun venue. Dekat PH, dekat sana kau duit banyak mana pun
If they do
sebenarnya
go
lah.
for Lucas,
Kau nak dapat venue,
Rin,
tak banyak venue kau boleh
the
dapat.
option that
Antaranya
they've picked in the
macam
regular
sebelum ni,
season,
kalau korang
Suyo,
tengok
I don't think it's really a good matchup against
M5,
these three
M5.
heroes. Leo
Venue yang
Moore, if
pertama
you wanna
yang
reach-
dapat tu nampak lagi gempak daripada
Lucas,
venue
I
yang
think, is a
kedua.
better version of Leo Moore,
Tapi
right?
venue pertama tu dia ada
Or
sedikit
RQ?
pasal keagamaan sebab tu Christian punya tempat ke apa aku tak ingat.
They go
So dia ada
Hilda
limitation
Moore,
dia.
forcing Alter Ego to make
And then ada
the
beberapa
decision
tempat yang
first.
dorang nak, dorang nak.
Lucas,
Tapi
it's all fine and
tempat
dandy
tu
for Renz.
dorang prioritisekan apa? Basketball.
It is
Dorang prioritisekan basketball.
Lucas,
Dia
Fred,
macam
Suyo,
ya kau ML,
Suyo,
ya kau ada
right?
duit. Tapi kita nak bagi
Against a Hilda,
tempat ni
against
sama ada dekat
Steve
orang
as
politik
well.
ke,
Remember, Magic Damage
dekat
Reduction is gone. You can see
basketball
the
ke,
camera panning to the
football ke,
man.
apa-apa yang dorang nak priority lah.
Lancelot, they gotta go for
Yeah, Lancelot, okay.
meta pick, and then the 1-1 here.
Dia nak bayar
Not a
customer
bad pick,
welfare tu
honestly,
mahal
the
kot.
1-1
Ha,
against
itulah.
Possible Lucas, Fred, Hilda, Yves.
Dulu kau pernah cerita koyak pasal M5, apa yang kau koyak? Aku dah tak ingat dah.
Yeah, it's better for 1-1.
Aku dah tak ingat dah. But production did very well with their budget. They are brilliant with the ideas, yeah.
Yeah, Lucas.
I don't even mind if the Hilda goes rogue.
Man, Flicker boleh counter ulti Haya ke?
Yeah, I
Boleh.
know, but like,
Kenapa kadang-kadang boleh, kenapa kadang-kadang tak
so
boleh?
good.
Tengok Haya tu berapa stack dia ada dekat kau.
Drafts, real quick.
Tengok Haya berapa stack dia dekat kau. And kau punya flicker tu kalau boleh memang nak maximum range lah. Kalau kau flicker tak jauh sangat, dia boleh ni lah. Oh mahal Caster Laphel tu baru nak invite.
That was very
Jadi kerja
quick. We're
DJ
getting a little
kahwin.
bit of a
Mahal. Tak boleh.
late stage, early, mid stage. It looks
DJ
like
kerja kahwin, aku rasa
We're gonna throw it over to the
aku rasa aku
casters.
naik harga kot.
Once again, match point for RRQ, the Kings of Kings.
Is this the
Tapi itulah, sebenarnya nak buat event e-sport ni mahal. And dekat Filipina, diorang punya challenges berbeza sedikit. Sebab kita dekat Malaysia ada corruption kita, dekat PH pun ada corruption diorang juga.
And this just might be
M5 apa? Aku dah tak ingat lah. M5 dekat mana pun aku dah tak ingat. M5 kat mana?
Or will RRQ
PH je? M5 kat PH je? M4 yang dekat Indo kan?
It is game number 3. Alter Ego against
Game sebelumnya Onyx, siapa menang? Onyx.
Potentially again the last game of
PH lah,
the
PH.
series, ladies and
And M4 yang
gentlemen.
IDM.
Will we see Alter Ego force a game 5, or perhaps, like Realize said here, will
Ui,
it
Rins tak nak
end
mati dah.
here, confirming RRQ and Onyx meeting up in the final upper brackets. Let's enjoy and witness all together.
Excuse me, it's a game 4. My bad.
Kalau
My
nak hilang kau
maps,
ulti Haya,
the
guna
best,
flicker,
but
kena flicker ke arah hero
let's take
kita
a look
tengah
at
berjalan.
the
Dia yang
draft
paling jauh je, dia
before
paling
this,
jauh je.
right?
Maksudnya kau jangan sengit-sengit
5
lah.
jungle bands directed towards Rin.
Dia lagi power kalau kau
RRQ,
boleh flicker masuk
like
dalam
how the
bush.
panel mentioned,
Jadi Haya tu
knows
hilang vision,
that Rin,
lagi susah
or rather
nak.
Rin is currently on full tilt mode.
Cambodia tu MCs atau MSC? MSC. Cambodia MSC. Yang Onyx menang tu kan?
It was 0 and 3, 0 and 4 early on
Tu
with the
bila?
Hayabusa.
2023.
He wasn't really
2023.
giving the damage needed and was, I think, overzealous to a sense. And now he has to play the Lancelot, which I think still is one of his strongest picks, but he might just be gone.
Oh! My goodness, great read.
Oh, GG good.
And that's just a punish.
Dah
A
GG
pure
kot ni.
punish by Edok. Alongside
Kalau early
Darren,
game dah macam ni, aku tak perasan sangat dia punya draft, tapi bila dah dapat si Hilda ni lawan dengan Lance,
Since the get-go, since the start of this
oh,
series,
game ni aku rasa susah lah.
I feel bad for him, and now he's
Dia tak pakai je skill satu dia. Aku rasa dah terlepas kot skill satu dia. Masih tak dapat stack. Rin Yashi mistake early je dari semalam. Aku rasa lebih kepada team. Sama macam lawan dengan TLID. Dia tangkap dalam rotation dia je. Masih ada lah, dia lambat. Oh ya ke? Masih ada.
An interesting tip from R7, obviously RRQ legend. He said
Rin main lens lain macam. Tak apa, kita bagi dia chance. Kita bagi dia chance. Tapi aku rasa dia mesti tak banyak training lens ni.
So you go for the endless battle and then you can go for the Sky Guardian helmet. A lot of ways, but now it's a total fight.
Sekejap, kenapa Nino masuk? Nino, kenapa kau masuk?
Nino, Dreams now caught.
Kenapa kau flicker kau masuk Nino?
Isolated, ladies and
Like what are you trying to do, Nino?
Almost a perfect start for RRQ. AOG lands on towards Rin.
Aku rasa GG ni guys.
Does it. Cherry on top for that early.
Rin pun tak ada kata betul. Rin pun tak ada. Kau nampak terang-terang Rin nak ambil buff. Kau nak kacau, kau boleh kacau. Tapi kenapa sampai nak pakai flicker tu? Kau flicker, dark wave.
Oh my god.
Lepas tu rasanya luck je semalam menang lawan BTR. Tak, BTR memang teruk gila semalam. Dia punya draft pun aku macam bro, what a thinking bro. Bro, like what? Aku tengok BTR, aku memang rasa macam tengok regular season MPL Malaysia kau tahu. Macam what are you doing bro? What the heck is going on? And then sekarang
Hijume no flicker, that's info, and Rins is just there to punish.
It's getting messy. It's spiraling out of control. RRQ with the dream start.
I'm sorry to say lah, tapi 2 hari pertama MPL ID is a bit disappointing lah. Is a bit disappointing. No disrespect, but I think I have to say it as it is. MPL Malaysia pun hari pertama playoff pun disappointing.
Cheeky positioning.
Sekarang ni aku tengok Indo pun, it's like ayo.
Diversion caught. Spotted. Dreams and Hijume, after that diversion play, they instantly move back. So that's not a good sign. RQ.
Aku dah kata Hero Rin ni kecil. Tengok BTR semalam dah macam rasa tengok OB ke Vel.
Like a bedtime story.
Sedikit.
You need to know that Hijume has access.
Sebab draft diorang macam what is the win condition bro? Like what's the win condition bro? Ulti tapi dia lari ya. PLID season ni macam tak jauh dengan first day MPL Buaya, tak jauh lah. Like it's quite disappointing lah. Dia bukan macam PH yang game pertama, yang hari pertama semua 10 game, hari kedua pun semua 10 game.
And perhaps look for counterplay, but Iron is too tanky while Suxygen is on the turtle. 6-0 still a flawless data on RRQ, and they add more on that neutral objective take.
Yeah, even Toy there, chancing on Arfi, but Edok goes in. Arfi has to go back. Tsunami slam
on towards Edok, revitalized, committed. That's gonna be the first kill on the board for Alter Ego.
Aku sampai text Merko, aku cakap disappointing tu 2 hari pertama ni. Sekarang ni RQ bantai-bantai je tu. Percaya cakap aku man, 1-1 tu takkan terbang sepanjang game habis. Aku sampai tak perasan ada 1-1. Aku sampai tak perasan ada 1-1. Fair, kalau Alice boleh tak counter kalian dengan Cho, ikut teori macam boleh, tapi in practice aku tak tahu. Ben Hayang enjoy dia, nganga member. 1-1 GB darat, 1-1 darat. Aku nak salahkan dia pun macam tak boleh tu. Aku macam nak salahkan dia pun tak boleh tu. Kalau team kau main macam ni, macam sekarang ni memang nampak dia orang pasrah tu.
Yeah, Rin still untouched. Alter Ego looking for an opening, right? Looking for.
Sayang Rin tu tak pandai main fan ni.
Seems like RQ so disciplined. Dreams forced to use the flicker, and in the mid lane, Hijume caught. Mid turret falls. Alter Ego in shambles.
Alter Ego disintegrating one by one. RRQ, it feels like everything they do it correctly. Every move they make is a valuable move. And Alter Ego are pushed back. I mean, look at Dyron just chilling in the jungle. He's recalling for dear life.
They know they are ahead. Yeah, 5,000 gold lead, and in 6 minutes. That's not too bad. Realize.
It's way too good.
Play semua tak pandai fan ni ke? Tak tahulah.
Don't make it yours.
Salahkan Afari fell. Hijume dah 0-4-1. Rini dah 1-3-0. Nino 0-1-0. Boleh tetap ketiga dan nak 6k gold lead. GG lah.
They have no means to really be able to enter that neutral objective contest.
Selagi ada Nino, AI takkan juara fans Indo.
Divine Glaive acquired by Rins. Tsunami slam.
Ada damage ke korang? Ada damage ke korang? Ada damage ke korang? Aku tanya tu je. Ada damage ke korang? Ada damage ke korang? Guys. What are you doing, guys? Guys.
Is fighting for dear life. Great cover by Hijime. That will relief off pressure, but that is still Dreams taken down.
You just can't shut Alter Ego, or rather RRQ down. They have...
Diorang tak eliminated. Diorang just turun kat low bracket. Tapi...
The Lucas just running ham.
My goodness, the damage will not be enough this time, but Hijime needs to recall.
RP.
Oh, crossbow of a tank. Finds a connection.
Oh, dapat shutdown. Baik doh Arfi. Lepas tu Arfi mati ke? Oh, Arfi tak mati doh.
Great cover.
Oi, baik doh Arfi. Arfi terbang.
Under the bush, and that might be Hijime securing.
Cakap EE dapat comeback ni. Yo.
Gonna be two members down and up.
What is going on?
That will be the Tsunami's
Bro, wipe out, bro. I mean, I didn't, but still.
Finding the shutdown and the double.
RRQ
Bro, what?
more than they could chew. And that was 4 kills in an instant.
What am I watching, bro?
By RP. That is something that might...
Bro, what am I watching, bro?
A possible fight back, comeback. Yeah. Because it's 4 kills. And they even...
Why am I watching, bro?
Rather, in the mid lane.
Kita kena tipu ke? Mungkin lah Zaini. Mungkin kita kena tipu doh.
The 1-1.
Dari 6k ke 1k.
Just, you know, nurture the 1-1, protect it. I think they do have a solid chance because the 1-1 will hurt a lot. But come the late game,
bro, Arfi dapat buff, bro.
RRQ will stack up on the immortalities in the winner crown. The 1-1 doesn't really
bro, 1-1 terbang sekali terus control game.
For the flank angle, the Hilda is just scary. AOJ.
Yep, on towards 1. That's going to be 1 member taken down.
Okay.
Arfi, the main damage dealer.
Okay, maybe aku hype banyak sangat.
Ladies and gentlemen, Dreams now very low. RRQ.
Okay, mungkin aku hype terlampau banyak sangat.
The driver's seat right back.
Ada orang bagi curse ni.
I mean, a minute ago, you know, let's say minute
Newsflash, AE gameplay stats Malaysia analyst. More like RRQ, what are you doing?
But now RRQ, they have
ada jungler MPL, tak reti main Fanny. Kalau ada masih dikira jungler ke sebab jungler kena banyak hero pool. Sebenarnya okey je. Okey je tak boleh main Fanny. Tapi better boleh lah main Fanny. Caster curse in full effect. Sebab kalau ikutkan ada je orang tak boleh main Fanny. Ciku tak boleh main Fanny. Chibi dia boleh main tapi bukan pro level lah. RQ bagi gula-gula je tu. Dia lebih kepada RQ lah. What are you doing, bro?
Oh my goodness, that's a solo. Sutsujin, intelligent play.
Lucas is very balanced, by the way.
Nowhere to go. Rin now, looking perhaps to buy time here. Distracts the multiple members.
Oh, nice, Rin.
How Rin plays this out seems like not too long.
There's no playing it out. He's caught on the wrong side of the track.
Script ni main kena full game, Kingdom View punya pasal. What are you doing there? RQ bagi fake hope ah. Sama macam last season grand final.
So he dies in vain. RRQ, they look for the siege. This turret might just be brittle.
Seems like mid turret here will be the main priority. RRQ.
10 minit dah sampai sini kan.
Alter Ego got the clear and RRQ.
Aku ingatkan RRQ boleh dapat tu. Dia daripada 1k balik ke 5k balik guys. Betapa lajunya.
The wave back up top, Dreams
Lucas is very balanced, nerf 1-1, betul. Lucas is very balanced. Oh, boleh ke? Oi, Susujin dapat elak.
Tsunami Slam will there be enough damage? So that's a crossbow, a tang.
Ya Allah, lama juga tu hidup dia.
For the reinforcements to come. That's going to be Dyron though taken down as well. Two members.
Nice.
But Hujem will fall. Hidok now trying to stand back for his team. It's 2 for 2. And that was
Louis teka-teka Fel, Cho hero paling balance ke? Actually Cho is quite balanced. Cho is quite balanced. Sebab Cho punya kit is so good. Kalau nerf buff macam mana dia always will be very very useful. Dia main damage boleh, dia main tank boleh. Cho antara hero yang paling pada aku perfect lah dalam ML ni. Bila damage dia kuat, main EXP. Bila damage dia tak kuat, main roam. And dia hero yang perlukan skill baru kau bagus. Dia bukan macam kau tutup otak kau boleh main dengan bagus. Cho ni hero kena pakai otak. Rasanya kalau RQ too confident, AE boleh comeback. I also feel like that. Betul lah, 1-1 tu tak fikir banyak, dapat stack je terus terbang. Laphel favorite hero apa? Aku Roma. Jangan. Lari, cepat. Cepat. Okay.
Just to save themselves.
Jo sentiasa ada meta, even patch berubah.
Because I thought RFU might
Aku punya
be
hero
like
favorite
hero
tukar-tukar.
diversion, and when they all were teleported, RFU might just be
Aku
left
hero
behind
favorite tukar-tukar,
and abandoned,
tapi
but as of now,
aku rasa hero yang aku excited nak main, selalu rasa excited nak main is Grok.
waiting for
Aku rasa Grok.
again a diversion play, but they can't keep forcing
Ada masa aku suka
it.
Lolita, ada masa aku suka Matilda, tapi aku rasa hero yang aku sentiasa rasa excited nak main tu aku rasa Grok.
Members that could just tank out the damage, again soak up so much of the burst that Alter Ego are looking for. Dyron is next in the chopping block.
AOG finds
Nice,
one.
Loido.
That's gonna be, oh my goodness, Nido burst it down. Uh-oh, here comes
Boom! Hero paling balance dalam ML, Lucas.
The right play.
Ui!
With the winner crown, the RWM is down. Immortality
Baik doh Susujin, jual Winter beli emo. Baik doh Susujin.
eyeing the Lord.
Grok dalam langgar, Gwyn roam best. Main best, tapi aku macam kurang sikit. Opinion Grok baru nanti, it looks amazing. It looks amazing, the visual looks good. Aku suka dia punya art, aku suka dia punya badan jadi besar. Dia tak ada immune CC, so itu mungkin akan kurang sedikit. But what you gonna do? What you gonna do? Oh, dapat Susujin! Boleh ke hijau meteorit? Boleh ke hijau? Baik doh hijau meh! Matilah. You need to make a play, bro. Asal sakit sangat Dyron ni? Bukan nanti Grok dapat revamp ke? Yes. Baik, oh beku. Baik dia punya beku. Style tu. KG ni bos. MPL Finals keluar Lolita finally. Your thoughts? Oh, I didn't watch because we were doing MPL MY.
Kind of split in two, and no one was attending to the Lord.
Arfi macam cepat sangat mati.
Dia
cuma hard carry.
Looking to end it even without
That one aku boleh terima. That one nampak AE outplay. That one was an outplay.
Now the Lord coming into the bottom side. Arfi is here. Nino as well. They need the backup. The Loyas of diversion will come sooner.
Oh, gotta be careful here. Lord taking care of RRQ. They are moving as a unit. Luoi just to join the team using that diversion. And yeah, practically their base turret is still untouched. So great defense from RRQ.
Queen's Wings for Sutsujin because he knows that this 1-1 is growing stronger by the minute. The 1-1 already has 5 items. I think that was a Malefic gun that he purchased previously. Adds more.
Mama dapat terbang sakit ni ya. Nak full 5 games Kalau full 5 games, aku akan shake my head dengan RQ. Benda boleh menang, nak kalah.
Is very, very questionable. So at least if he's able to go through the first phase of that crash, of that team fight, and then look for that weakness point and the crossbow of Tang, I think he does have a chance. But RQ again stacking up on the defense items, the immortality, the winner crowns. So Alter Ego maybe look for another crash play because they're able to usher the wave up top. They get this turret for free. Ventus here might respond, but Alter Ego, they know they play it safe, they play it smart. Move back. But Dyron might be on the chase. Nah, he's not gonna pursue Alter Ego.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, Alter Ego for the first, 5 minutes? It was just RRQ hammering down. Sutsujin out of position.
Guys, EE boleh ke ni?
Alter Ego.
EE macam boleh je ni guys.
The Prio.
Hey.
1-1 crit suit.
Hey, they're able to at least.
Ya, 1-1 sekarang dia build crit. Dia buat dia dah tak buat golden staff dah. Dia buat Husklaw dengan Berserker. Macam boleh.
Table is able to just dive into the back, purify pop, AOG counter engage.
Let's see RP moving back.
Sociabuzz.
5 McCain increasing from Raku. Your opinions on MPL teams gameplay now against MPL MY vote watch party style dick at YouTube.
Sorry, MPL apa? Sebab dia sensor, saya tak tahu mana satu. Kalian fleeting time Yes, kalian memang buat fleeting time. Korang try, dia memang sedap. Kalau nak banding dengan MPL MY, ID MY, aku rasa macam tak jauh. Kalau VH memang jauh, tapi kalau ID aku rasa tak jauh lah. Lamanya satu Vel, it's okay, 2 more days. 2 hari lagi. Ui, ramainya kat luar tu guys, tengok tu. Tengok sini, ui ramai tu. Gila. Ramai nak mampus siap.
Moving back, looking for the crossbow attack. Renz and Toy, the deadly duo, vice the combination, and the Lord falls for RRQ.
Diorang boleh dapat kill gini. Jangan paksa sangat. Oi, boleh ke? Oi, RV, chop.
He finds Toy. Now let's see.
Ya, diorang dah ada beli armor ke belum? Korang ada beli armor belum untuk lawan dengan Wan ni? Ada beli armor ke tak? Baik doh. Fans Kingdom tu lebih ramai kat luar dari dalam, Fel. Luar free, yes. Mesti ramai gila tu. Weekend ni tak ada watch party ke? Katanya ada macam watch along dekat luar, tapi aku tak tahu. Benda tu aku tak tahu. OG aku tahu. Gila tu Arfi nak carry tu team ni. Roller coaster siang game ni. Ya, roller coaster tu. Kali ni ya nak game nampak okey.
Again, look at Alter Ego. Their powers are growing stronger and stronger. The landslide.
Mengampus IG tu. Yelah, rakyat dia berapa ramai. Ya, Ciko, janganlah marah. Benda boleh relax, jangan marah. Lepas nanti kan SBM ke English?
Yeah, he spaced out. It was just out of position.
Finally more exciting. Arfi kembali function ke? Ya, tinggal untuk dia pakai 1-1 je. Faham, dia terus menggila tu. RQ tak ada beli armor. Aduh, aku tak tengok item tadi. Diorang patutnya ada beli armor ni sebab Arfi buat crit kan. Winter apa semua memang penting, tapi beli tu Darren dah ada beli armor. Okey, sepatutnya dah okey dah ni. Dah boleh lawan dah ada beli armor. Lengah gila jadi 1-1 tak jalan pun. Kalau ada watch along, bolehlah turun. Aku tak boleh confirmkan. Jumaat aku pergi sana. Nanti baru boleh confirmkan. Kau dari Windows tak ngantuk tengok Arfi. Ya Black Armor ada satu je. Aku rasa Gatok pun nak kena buat Black Armor ni sebenarnya. Oi, terus Winter, okey. Nice. Oi, tapi Suzuki terus mati tu. Oh. Okey. Okey, dah boleh end ni. Dah boleh end. Oi, terus Winter. Outplay dia gila, cok. Wipe out terus. GG. Baik dah Winter. Tengok bila dah ada Black Armor boleh lawan dah. Tapi one crit tak tembus Gatot dengan Hilda tu. Pergi lower kan? Yes, pergi lower. GG. Jarang nampak 30 elim. Zilong dah lama tak nampak. Laju ke sikit Majibu. What a comeback lah siap. Kingdom bergembira malam ni.
When you're down in the dust, pulverized time and time again. And it felt like Arfi was gonna be the one who carried the game. Carried the team fights.
Sikit lagi do Arfi. Hilda MVP ya, Hilda memang MVP game ni. Dia yang stopkan Lance, dia yang stopkan 1-1, dia yang menyusahkan hidup semua orang dalam game ni. RQ comeback dalam game yang diorang control 100% lain macam. Ya, RQ comeback yang diorang control daripada awal.
One more chance to keep their journey in the playoffs alive.
Yeah.
It's going to be, there's going to be a lot of stakes in that match.
It's their last lifeline for Alter Ego.
IG diorang masih selamat. Let's go. Yes, IG diorang masih selamat. That's the win condition. That's the reason of diorang punya semangat. Wan terbang je beku terus. Itu yang susah 1-1 ni lah. Bila orang dah ada Winter, dia memang susah sikit nak buat apa-apa.
Down bottom in the jungle, and it just kind of delayed Alter Ego's engage because they need to do it quick.
Winter terus. Pasal pun Winter baik tu. Walaupun still mati, but that's still very cool lah.
Solid performance, turning back.
Penuh gila Rina. Sampai kat luar tu penuh. Tim Indo masih jauh di bawah MPM. Taklah.
The players from RQ Hoshi will have an interview with them with Bude, Clara Mongstar.
RQ first team. I do 100% control meta and comeback meta in one game. Kingdom, yeah.
Sorak-sorai Kingdom mengiringi kemenangan dari
Katanya SRG pergi WC kan? Mana satu diorang pakai? SRG ke OG? SRG. Diorang tak pakai OG.
Match pembukaan kalian di babak playoff dan kalian berhasil memenangkan match ini dengan
RQ dapat macam tak convincing nak lawan ni. Ya, sebab diorang kuat Tapi diorang throw game kau-kau tu.
Pertama kalian di babak playoff.
Ya puji Tuhan aja sih. Bersyukur.
Bersyukur. Tapi kita melihat bahwa pertarungan RRQ dan juga Alter Ego terlihat begitu baku hantam. Banyak banget gameplay.
Diorang nampak macam tak excited. Diorang macam tak best tu menang.
Yang begitu memukau.
Dia
Gimana
macam
kamu ngeliat
ye
Alter
menang
Ego di
tapi
babak playoff
tak
ini,
ye kena
Sujin?
interview.
Mereka mainnya tabrak-tabrak gitu sih, jadi kita juga tabrak balik aja.
Kenapa aku rasa macam play-play Indo ni, bila luar Indo, diorang lebih
Banyak
selesa
banget
tau.
momen di mana mereka benar-benar ngincer.
Like maybe aku seorang je
Sujin.
like macam perasaan
Dan kita
sendiri.
juga lihat bagaimana permainan
Tapi
mereka,
bila
permainan
play-play
politik dan
Indo,
segala macamnya. Kamu
PH
bagaimana sih
ke
ngelihat
Malaysia ke Singapura ke apa
tengah-tengah
kan,
pergemburan, kamu
diorang nampak
didesak
lebih
begitu
confident. Dekat Indo
dalamnya
nampak
sama
macam
tim Alter Ego.
Ya, itu
macam
salah-
segan
salah
silu
aku
tau.
sih, karena offside aja.
Play
Jadi
AE je
mereka
reti interview.
dapat,
Ya,
apa
play AE
namanya,
pandai
dapat
interview.
map lah. Jadi bisa ngencar.
Sebab tengok body language diorang pun macam
Tapi itu hanya terjadi beberapa
Nak tak nak
kali.
ke atas stage.
Selanjutnya langsung, berarti berhati-hati langsung Sujin di situ.
macam macam tak lepas main best of 5 tau.
Udah aware.
Takut fan je lah,
Tapi
mungkin takut fan
menariknya
kot.
di match
Sebab
kali
kalau hype
ini
sikit kena
kita
tegur
melihat
Fel, tu susah.
buat tiga sepertinya
Fan diorang main
hero
IG.
tank dari Rene.
Sebab silap sikit hilang IG, tak boleh hype man, salah catur IG hilang, betul lah.
Kayaknya 5 slotnya dipakai buat Rene semua tuh. Apakah ini memang sudah menjadi diskusi
Diorang dah
kalian
siap kena serapah
untuk
coach.
men-shutdown Rene atau bagaimana Sujin?
Kalau SRG OG pakai nama SRG tak ada masalah, kalau pakai nama OG tak ada masalah.
Soalnya
sebab
mereka
dia
mainnya kayak berpola.
Tak,
di lane-nya
dia macam
doang
sekalipun
sih.
memang pakai nama
Jadi
SRG.
main
Benda ni
gampang.
Simon dah confirmkan dulu dah. Diorang memang pakai nama SRG saja, tak ada nama OG.
Dari Sujin, lebih baik ini Rene pakai tank atau Rene pakai assassin?
Kalau aku ada Clara, aku pun boleh nervous Fel.
Sama aja sih dua-duanya.
Sama aja dua-duanya. Tapi tentu hal yang menarik di mana di sini adalah
Ada lagi ni? Tak ada.
panggung playoff
Dia
kembali
sambung esok.
untuk tim RRQ menjadi tim terakhir yang
Sambung
bermain,
esok aku
Rin.
rasa esok
Dari 6 tim
upper
sekarang
final
kalian benar-benar menjadi tim
dengan
yang
yellow
kayaknya,
bracket tu kot.
muncul di panggung playoff. Gimana sih
Ke
Rin?
esok
Kamu
satu game,
melihat
satu
performa
game,
dari
maksudnya
tim
satu
RRQ?
Two. From Kemba Satsujin, Gila Season Ni Sezaram Ituka MSC
Bisa
Panyuti.
lebih baik dari yang sekarang.
Dia seram
Soalnya
tapi at the
tadi
same
kita di
time
game
macam
satu ada blunder-
kita kena
blunder
critical
juga
lah dekat player-player ni. Diorang perform
Nextnya
okay.
bisa kita apa sih namanya?
Tapi memang ada mistake, memang ada mistake.
Perbaiki itu.
Walaupun
Kalau
menang
SRG
di
jumpa
game
RRQ
satu, tapi
yang ni
masih
siapa
banyak
menang.
yang
Kalau
harus
macam ni
diperbaiki.
aku rasa SRG ada chance. Tak
di
semestinya
sini
diorang
RRQ
confirm
memang
menang,
benar-benar puas,
tapi
mereka
ada
terus
very
lebih
good
baik.
chance.
Tapi melihat
Cuma satu-satu game, I
dari
see.
Alter Ego di babak playoff.
Ya aku
dan
tahu
di
coach
regular
RRQ
season,
disiplin kuat,
gimana sih ngelihatnya?
makanya diorang takut.
Apakah ada perbedaan signifikan dari Alter Ego?
Fair boleh jadi tak OG buat move macam T-Falcon. Collab dulu lepas tu beli satu squad guna nama diorang. Aku rasa Selangor tak nak jual.
Mungkin di
Sebab
mode
kena ingat
playoff,
yang Selangor ni
di playoff ini mereka menggunakan mode yang
Selangor
sama
punya
juga
prince
kayak
yang
di
punya.
regular season.
Pasal duit
Seperti
bukan
di regular
isu.
season. Pokoknya baku
Kan
hantam
Selangor
dan
pun
mereka
diorang
sudah siap
own
akan
Selangor
hal itu.
FC.
Ya,
Kan
baku
Selangor
hantam, kita
Football
balas
Club.
baku hantam.
Baku hantam. Benar-benar
Yang aku tahu
memang
diorang
sampai
lebih
sampai
rela
suaranya
nama
sampai
Selangor tu
berlapis karena begitu serunya.
ada dekat
Dan ngelihat,
Indonesia,
kita
ada
tahu
dekat
yang menjadi highlight
Filipina,
juga,
ada dekat
banyak banget player-player dari tim
Saudi.
RRQ dan juga
Jadi
Alter
satu
Ego,
dunia
khususnya
kenal
dua
nama
menit.
Selangor. Jadi pada pendapat
Dengan
aku,
2 menit
diorang
yang
takkan
ada di
jual.
RRQ, Rins Idok kali ini
Pada aku
berhadapan
rugi lah
dengan
kalau diorang jual. Sebab ini ada
juga
peluang yang
tim.
bagus ni
Banyak
untuk
hal
diorang
menarik yang
kenalkan
terjadi. Tapi gimana sih
satu negeri Malaysia
pertempuran dengan
dekat
dua
satu
beat
dunia.
ini?
Jadi bila orang fikirkan
Jago
pasal
sih
Malaysia,
mereka
orang akan
dua
fikir
match
pasal
ya.
Selangor.
Emang dari awal
Bila tim je nak buat tim memang tak tahulah.
Alter Ego itu
Mustahil diorang nak hilangkan
di
brand Selangor.
dua menitnya
Ya,
doang
tuanku
sih.
memang tak nak lepaskan
Lebih,
Selangor. Sponsor yang cari
apa,
bukan
kayak
mereka cari betul.
Bawa gamenya lah 2
Sebab
menit.
dari segi macam
Jalan
orang
dengan
kejual tim,
begitu
bila
bagus
diorang
juga.
dah tak ada
Namun,
duit
ini
ataupun
juga
diorang tak
menarik
nak ada
perhatian,
kena-mengena lah
di
dengan
mana
benda tu lagi kan.
Tim RRQ dengan
Free promotion for
panggung
Selangor,
yang
yes,
besar
yes.
ini, Dairen melihat
Sebab kalau aku
performa
raja
kalian.
ataupun aku prince, aku
Ini
pun
adalah
memang akan buat
performa
sedaya
yang
upaya
benar-benar dinantikan.
supaya nama negeri aku, orang Amerika kenal, orang UK kenal, orang India kenal, orang China kenal.
Dan juga di luar. Ini adalah panggung.
By the way, sponsor DXO Johor. Ya, kita akan tengok DXO untuk perform dia ni. Dia yang sponsor Vamos sebelum ni kan? Apa nama aku?
Diri untuk babak playoff.
Aku lupa nama dia. Ya dulu benchmark Malaysia ni tu dah, tapi sekarang SRG.
Ini sih Budi, ya kayak biasa.
Nation
scrim,
Pride.
terus
DX nak
ya
jual
nonton
tim tak fair, aku nak
bareng-bareng
beli.
gitu. Jadi terus kita juga sering.
Not gonna lie.
kan.
Not gonna lie, there is a chance. There
Ada
is a
yang
chance.
spesial nggak? Kayaknya Budi
Aku
melihat
rasa
ada
DX
pendekatan
kau boleh
spesial
nego.
nih untuk playoff kali ini.
Kalau ada orang nak beli, You know, harga tu
apa ya?
tak tahu harga berapa, tapi aku rasa ada possibility nak jual DX.
Oh iya. Kita
KPRJ,
sebelum
yes,
playoff
yes,
juga
KPRJ.
sempat bonding sih. Jadi kemana kita? Ke Jepang ya?
Wih, dia orang pergi Jepun
Ya. Kalau kita naik kereta api cepat, jadi ada di Jepang.
Oke, kita juga ada.
Oh gila tu, RRQ pergi Jepang.
Kita ngelihat permainan yang sepertinya dari kalian lancar aja. Apakah RRQ sudah naik level? Di regular season, kalian merajai regular season. Gimana halnya playoff?
What's your prediction score for tomorrow bracket?
Kita belum
3-2 Onyx.
Apa namanya Bre?
Jual dengan harga bid tinggi, kenaikan 50 sen.
Jadi
Ripo pun ada cakap macam kau cakap pasal DX tu. Oh, pasal dorang okey nak jual
Ini menjadi yang menarik tentunya karena besok
macam Yus dengan adik pergi Jepun. Bestnya dorang pergi Jepun.
Kita bahas dulu, tapi ada yang pertama kali ini di
Okay, kejap lagi aku akan end stream. Kes game pun dah habis. Kita sambung esok je.
Tim RRQ, kamu
esok game start pukul berapa guys? Boleh checkkan kejap tak? Esok game start pukul berapa?
Seberapa cintanya Kingdom. Karena
boleh tak check kejap?
Ada banner begitu besarnya. Ada tembak-tembak toy. Panggung besarmu bersama dengan Kingdom,
11:30 pagi.
RRQ. Gimana
Esok?
sih pengalaman pertamamu, Toy?
Esok kan hari Jumaat?
Biasa aja.
Cool banget ya. Kingdom
Esok hari
gimana
Jumaat.
nih?
Aku rasa tak kot.
Biasa aja.
Kan sebelumnya kan di ASL kan sebelumnya kita udah playoff juga kan Bude. Jadi di playoff MPL ini biasa aja.
Oke, tetap cool, tetap stay.
Apa nih?
Dan emang di sini Toy, kamu menggunakan 3 kali Grangermu. Tembak-tembak toy benar-benar kamu lakukan di 3 game itu. Tapi Toy, melihat Grangermu dilepas, apa responmu?
Oke, terus
Low bracket pukul 2. Alah, bukan lagi
Gas
kebidah.
aja
2
terus.
PM. Jumaat sama 2 PM pukul 2.
Semuanya.
Ya.
Oke,
Wah,
kalau
lepas
fokusnya Toy
dua
sendiri
tu.
gimana sih untuk
Esok pukul 2
menghadapi
PM.
alter ego? Apakah kamu berfokus untuk
Esok 2 game.
pokoknya
Tu ya aku fikir, aku rasa
jangan
macam diorang
sampai
masih ada
mati.
beberapa
Atau
game. Aku
gimana,
rasa
Toy?
diorang ada dalam 3 game lagi.
Persiapan kayak nggak ada sih
Kan?
kayak biasa aja.
Apa? Lower?
Kalau Toy, itu biasa aja, itu kunci
And then yang
jawaban
ketiga tu
ya.
yang lower lawan apa tu.
Tapi
And then
apa,
final.
ada yang sesuatu yang luar biasa nggak yang Toy mungkin rasakan ketika menghadapi alter ego atau berada di panggung ini?
2 PM low bracket, 7 PM upper bracket.
Sebelumnya kita habis suntik ya Bude.
Yang low bracket aku boleh tengok, yang upper bracket aku tak boleh tengok lah.
Lebih semangat.
Sebab ada apa nama?
Habis apa?
Ada
Vitamin.
Gak tau.
ada rehearsal.
Ya vitamin. Iya vitamin.
Oke, biar sehat terus ya.
Low bracket final
Kita
je.
doakan ya,
Main biasa
terus-terusan sehat. Oke, dan
Okay lah, aku rasa aku akan end stream. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thank you everyone for joining the stream. Thank you for commenting. Thank you for liking. Thank you for sharing.
lawanmu hari ini alter
And
ego.
thank you kepada semua orang yang donate. Hopefully I get to see you guys tomorrow. Kita akan tengok
Oh iya, kemarin
lower
Alter Ego
bracket punya ni.
nge-score sweep Big Ghetto.
Alright, bye-bye guys.
Respon dari RRQ ketika